what is more from the very high-tech studios here in Las Vegas, Nevada for FightHype.com. As we bring to you tonight, hold on, shut up, computer. A live round-by-round for another World Championship boxing match. Tonight it'll be for the WBC title, the Glamour Belt, the vacant WBC title up for grabs against Rey Vargas, who's already been the WBC champion out of Mexico with the great trainer Nacho Beristain, winning the titles at 122 and 126. Now he's finally fighting a guy who's, kind of his own size, although Mark Magsayo was pretty much his size too, not in height, but definitely in physical strength, probably even stronger. But anyways, he fights a live dog tonight in O'Shaquie Foster. O'Shaquie Foster doesn't got the resume, the experience that Rey Vargas has, the championship pedigree, but at 29 years old, he's strong and in his prime and athletic and a hungry fighter tonight, who it might be the physically the biggest and strongest guy that Rey Vargas has fought yet. This is Rey's first fight at 130. He was going to stick around at 126 and maybe have a unification with Leo Santa Cruz, but that went to the wayside. Instead, we wind up with this fight, which is a good fight. Foster's been the mandatory for about 2 years now, been waiting his turn, and he gets it tonight. I'm looking forward to this fight, man. In the opener here on Showtime, I don't know if you guys could tell from my voice, I'm sick tonight. I'm working sick, but Leonel Pero out of Cuba with a beautiful knockout in the seventh round here against Victor Faust of the Ukraine, in the 8th round against Victor Faust of the Ukraine. That was a hell of a fight, back and forth. The Cuban school of boxing with Pero and the Ukrainian school of boxing between Victor Faust, although this was a more aggressive style fight than you'll usually see from those two styles. Usually you'll see like a chess match, but this wasn't really a chess match. This was a heavyweight brawl. Good hard power shots landed throughout. Good pace set by these two big fellas. Neither guy, I think both guys could use a little bit better work in terms of, getting... it's not a bodybuilding contest, but both guys, Leonel Pero could Luis Ortiz, when he got ready for those Wilder fights, he really got himself in tip-top shape, got himself muscular and ready to go, even though he fell short. And Frank Sanchez, the other Cuban heavyweight, unlike Pero, and like Luis Ortiz, muscular guy in great shape. Pero, continue his strength and conditioning programs, continue to bulk up if he's going to hold his own with the titans of the division, because all these guys, even Tyson Fury at 6'9", 260, 265 gets away with being a little fat or being fat, but everybody else is in good shape. Andy Ruiz is a fat guy too, but physically strong, and Pero would like to see him get in the kind of shape guys like Ortiz and Frank Sanchez are in. But that was a hell of a fight, and he's got that Cubano southpaw style with a great left hand throughout that fight. Looked like Victor Faust was gaining momentum, but as I was watching that fight, I knew Pero's left hand was still always there, and eventually he gets Victor Faust out of there when it looked like Victor Faust might have been taking control of the fight. So what's going on, everybody? Dane Sampson says, Sean, Vargas is bigger than Foster. I know. This ain't that, said, what's up, Sean? What's up, this ain't that? Cam Estrada saying, thank you, bro. Was hoping you would be on the call for the fight. Absolutely. I got you guys. I wish I could show the fight, but obviously we don't got the rights to all that. Right hook to the body by Pero, working his levels, set up a straight left hand that hurt Victor Faust here on this replay by Showtime. Victor Faust really didn't react to the left hand well. He kind of just put his head down, didn't even take the knee, just wasn't ready to fight anymore after that, and the ref called it a day. So, but yeah, Dane, you're right. Foster not bigger than Vargas. It was listed on BoxRec, and it was listed on the PBC site and other sites too that Vargas was 5'7.5" and Foster was 5'8.5". They lied to us. They lied to us, champ. They lied to us. No, just an error. So it turns out no. Rey Vargas looks closer to 6 feet than he does 5'7". He towered over O'Shaquie Foster at the weigh-in, and Rey Vargas will jog guys. He'll talk his trash. He spit on his hand and then pretended to shake his hand. So, kind of like Luis Neri as well out of Mexico. These guys aren't just humble, somber types. They come to fight and they talk some shit too. Long as the translator tells us everything he's saying, you'll find out that Rey Vargas talks a good game too. But we'll see tonight if Rey Vargas you know, Amir Khan back in the day, different styles, different level of speed and everything. But Amir Khan sometimes would get a little too happy with his combinations, and he would, instead of getting out of there after throwing 2 or 3 or 4, he'd stay there for 5, 6, 7, and 8 and get caught. And Rey Vargas, especially in the first half of fights when he feels fresh, he'll let go of combinations, and his chin is there, up in the air a little bit, especially when he reaches down. He's a really good body puncher, like most fighters from Mexico, but tall, lanky guy. When he reaches down, if he stays in there too long, Oshaki Foster might be able to hurt him in one of these exchanges. You know, Mark Magsayo dropped him late in their fight, but couldn't get the job done. So we'll see. This should be a really exciting fight. L-Dub Boxing, what's good, brother? Thank you for the shout-out. Joe Dirt, what's going on, man? I still have never seen your movie. I know it's a classic. Dane Sampson, what's going? Good to see you again, man. And you think Navarrete would beat and Valdez both beat Vargas? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think Navarrete and Vargas. I would pick. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think it's fair if you think Vargas would maybe come out on top of those fights as well. But I think I might side with you on both of those matchups. But what do I think of Rolly versus the WBA champ? Well, I mean, obviously we saw the sparring clip that happened for Rolly. That's never good heading into a fight. And Tank maybe allowing guys to show the book is out on Rolly, punching between his punches. Don't and it's easier for guys to not be in fear of the puncher once he's been stopped. Like we saw Sergey Kovalev, once Andre Ward stopped him, it was easier for other fighters to start knocking him out thereafter. But Rolly, I still think can definitely win that fight. I'm looking forward to that fight for him. Rolly is still very explosive, but you saw there, Tank showed you punch in between his punches. He's there to be caught. And guys will have a little bit more confidence punching in between his punches now that they've seen him knocked out before. And so this will be a huge test for Rolly to show just how legit he is, or if he's a contender or a pretender. It's for a world title, the WBA title. It's a good fight. Rolly is one of the guys that's always been good to us, here at FightHype. But that's a tough fight, and Alberto Puello is taller than him, throws a lot of punches, and Rolly will have to punch in between his punches and catch him at some point. Rolly will probably have to fight that fight on the front foot, but luckily for him, Puello from the Dominican Republic, unlike Jackson Marinez, and that was a close fight, but unlike Marinez, he likes to fight. He's a better puncher than Marinez, but he likes to fight. He's not looking to play keep away and keep you on the outside behind the jab all night like Marinez is. He'll exchange with Rolly, and so it should lead to a good fight. So we'll see. Marky Love, what's up, brother? Wovoka 40, let's go Foster. Represent Wovoka. I saw your comments earlier in the week in the Rolly interview. I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't run away from criticism if it's legitimate. I will point out to you in the same interview I did press Rolly about fighting Frank Martin, right? But I do check out what the fans have to say and the supporters have to say. So I understand where you're coming from, Wovoka 40, and I hope you keep rocking with me. Not every interview I challenge as much as I would have liked to, or looking back as much as I should have, but I'm always trying to get better. Has this fight started, or where can I find a working stream? Isaac Sanchez, if you got Showtime anytime. The fights are on now. Mario Barrios, coming off back-to-back losses to Keith Thurman and to Tank Davis, but looked good against Keith Thurman. Fought a more conservative fight against Gervonta Davis. Some people said he was weight drained. Really tall kid, about almost 6 feet tall, 5'10", maybe 5'11", getting all the way down to 140 pounds. Looked like he did have more in the gas tank against Keith Thurman. It also looked like he was more comfortable fighting at the top level after going 11 rounds with Davis. And Thurman won a wide unanimous decision, but Barrios did fight well in that fight. And let's see how he looks here in the co-main event. But let's see. So yeah, man. Just getting ready for co-main event time between Mario Barrios, and let me look up again who he was facing tonight. Yeah, mark my Subriel Matias coming up in 2 weeks. Brandon Figueroa against Mark Magsayo. I'll be going to that fight in Indio, California. I'll be live at that fight. I'll do a round by round that night, but I will be in the house in Southern California covering the action that night. So again, I apologize a little bit for the nasally. Got a cold this week, and we're just here set to get. Oh, Giovanni Santiago. That's right. The fighter that a lot of people believe beat Adrian Broner. I never actually got a chance to catch that fight. There was another fight on that night that kind of took precedent, if I recall. Anybody remember who else was fighting that night that Broner fought Santiago? I know Santiago from Puerto Rico. And for those of you in the chat that saw Broner against Santiago, did you think Santiago won that fight, or did you have it for AB? Let me know. Matty Boy says, hey, bro, you got Vargas winning? Joy Vlogs, no face, says, how long have you been sober? Is my eyes a little watery or what? But since you're asking, going on 8 or 9 years now. But anyways, hey, but Vargas winning. I do have Vargas winning tonight. I wouldn't be super comfortable with that pick, putting money on it. You know, I'd be a little nervous about my bet because of Foster's athleticism, his hunger. He's in his prime at 29 physically. The biggest guy that Vargas has fought thus far. I've never loved how Vargas leaves his chin up, but with Foster only having been in one 12-round fight, I mean, he was just in an 8-round fight a couple fights ago, which he only won by majority decision, I think. He flashes the ability on tape to pull this fight off, but I can't bank too much on ifs and potential with him. I got to go with the more established guy who I know is going to deliver a certain level of performance. I think that Vargas will be more consistent than Foster in this fight and win this fight, but Oshaki Foster is definitely a live dog tonight. I think he'll flash the ability to win the fight. I'm just not sure he'll be consistent enough to get it done. We'll see. Yeah, what made you ask that, Joy Vlogs? just curious. And hey, stay on it, brother. You got it. AB edged it out with the knockdown, says Jay Daniels. Thank you. Wavoka 40 says Santiago won or draw at best. Alejandro Garcia, do I think it's going to decision? I do think it's going to decision because I'm picking Vargas, and I don't think Vargas at 130 is going to be the kind of puncher to stop Oshaki Foster. If anyone gets stopped, I think it's going to be Vargas, because Vargas to me has always been a little chinny and leaves that chin up there. And I think Foster probably has the ability to punch, when you watch on tape. But we'll see. So if it's a knockout, I think it will be Foster. But I'll go ahead and pick Vargas. I know his work rate will be there. I know his effort, his punch count will be there. I don't know if Foster. I have a feeling Foster's going to deliver in spots, but not do enough to win. He'll tantalize you, but not quite get it done with his consistency. That's just my prediction if I had to make one. All right, guys. Mario Barrios in the ring alongside Giovanni Santiago. And technically, I mean, Mario Barrios with the Azteca. Mario Barrios always bringing a different flavor of Chicano to the ring. My man from San Antonio, Texas. And what I mean by that is, usually I'm used to the Mexican nationalism, the mariachi, the Vicente Fernandez, but he takes it way back to the Mayans and the Aztec days. That's his stilo. That's how he approaches it, and it's different. It's something different and cool. It's a break from what we're used to from Morales and Barrera and Canelo, who come out to those great Vicente Fernandez songs and all of that. But Mario Barrios is a different type of cat. So Mario Barrios in the ring now, got his hair braided, got his Hector Camacho style trunks, although he is not the Boricua in there tonight. That's Giovanni Santiago. And yeah, technically another in the pantheon of the Chicano versus Puerto Rico wars, like De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad. Although these two guys not quite at that level, but Barrios, a former interim world champion, the WBA champ, or was it the regular? It may have been the regular title, I believe. Actually, the WBA regular champion at 140 pounds, 5'11". And again, fought a good fight against Thurman. Lost, deservedly lost a wide decision, but was competitive in every round. Wasn't able to really take that many rounds, but fought a good fight in each of the rounds. Thurman just a step ahead, hand speed and reflexes wise, positioning, and just the veteran savvy of Keith Thurman a step or two ahead. But Barrios was competitive in each round, let go of some good shots, and fought well, and fought better, in my opinion, than he did against Tank Davis. So now tonight he gets to return to the A side of things, where he's expected to win instead of coming in as a big underdog, and we'll see how Barrios looks tonight in his first fight back after a couple of losses against top quality opposition. Let me see, 210 in the house. That's what's up. Isaac Sanchez, good to have you in, brother. That night AB fought was the same night Valdez KO'd Burchell. Sean, thank you, Dane. Thank you. That's where I was. I was covering Valdez and Burchell. I was in the bubble that night here in Las Vegas. John Hines says, I'm the Boricua King. Good for you, Johnny. Good to have you in here. Dane Sampson said, Mario Barrios left Virgil Hunter and went with Bob Santos. Was that a great idea, you think, Sean? Well, we'll find out in a minute. We will find out in a minute. Brotherhood Sports saying Hunter is washed, but I mean, we'll find out in a minute. I do think that, it's tough to say. Maybe if he would have took more chances against Davis, and apparently weight was an issue. He is a really big kid to boil down to 140. But, I do think Virgil had him fight a very tight and conservative style fight against Davis. But it was a fight style that probably... got him the furthest in the fight in terms of duration and rounds. Maybe Barrios would have made it a funner, more action-filled fight, but he probably would have got knocked out sooner than 11 rounds if he didn't fight with Virgil's game plan. So Virgil, you could argue definitely did him a favor because he made him say, hey, the kid went 11 rounds with Tank, and that was good enough to get him another payday against Thurman. But let's see. I would like to see him continue what he did against Thurman in terms of being, opening it up offensively and continuing to take chances. I don't think he's a pure boxer by any stretch. Barrios, when I've watched him ringside, I watched him ringside on the Spence Porter undercard, and I watched him ringside on the Tank Davis Leo Santa Cruz undercard. He has a heavy left hand. He has a good left hook. I know he's hurt guys with the right hand too, but what jumped out to me is he has a good left hook, and I want to see him let it go even at times with reckless abandon against Giovanni Santiago. Here we go in round one, set to go. Round one, here we go. Mario Barrios against Giovanni Santiago. Santiago starting with his jab. Barrios on that front foot. Barrios clearly the bigger man tonight. Oh, nice double jab by Barrios to back Santiago up. And again, Barrios looking big at welterweight. Looking like a big guy. Barrios starting again on that front foot. Nice tight high guard by Mario Barrios. Both fighters starting out with the jab. Barrios has gotten his in a little bit better to start in the first 30 seconds. Barrios inching towards Santiago, taking little half steps. Good jab by Barrios again out of that high guard, keeping it tight. Now Barrios pulls back and tries to come back with a counter left hook, straight right hand. Decent reflexes there by Mario Barrios. Barrios not giving up his height early. Keeping Santiago at the end of his jab to start. But he's yet to let go of a real right hand. Now he lets go of a right hand and a left uppercut. Right hand got in a little bit there over the top for Mario Barrios. Double jab again by Barrios. Santiago stepping inside of it but doesn't let his hands go. Now Santiago comes back with a jab and Barrios blocks it. Santiago shooting a straight right hand and he falls short. Caught on the gloves by Barrios. Barrios stalking Santiago. Santiago steps over to his right. Double jab, backs him into the ropes. Steps back over to his left. Barrios just off with a left uppercut, but he makes Santiago back up and eats a good jab that knocks Santiago's head up. Good straight left hand by Mario Barrios. Threw that left hand almost more like a power shot than he did a jab that time. Straight right hand over the top of Santiago's jab for Barrios. Nice jab by Barrios as they trade. That longer, sharper jab of Barrios dictating range here in round one. Barrios just off with a check left hook, straight right hand, trying to find his range off that jab, that accurate jab in round one. Barrios shooting a right hand, feinting the jab. Santiago taking little steps back, loses the battle of the jabs again as they both shoot their jab in there. Santiago being backed up in round one. Little over 30 seconds left. Double jab falls short for Barrios, but he continues to dictate range behind it. Catches Santiago's jab. Now Santiago shoots a right hand over the top. Barrios dips down low with that tall frame to get away from it. Santiago with a good right hand to the body, good left hand to the body. Finally gets inside of those long arms of Barrios. Santiago working a little bit better here in the last 30 seconds now. Jab blocked for Barrios. Good right hand over the top of Santiago's jab for Barrios. Good jab by Barrios, and that's it for round number 1, 10-9 for Mario Barrios out of San Antonio, fighting in his hometown. Barrios kept it pretty tight behind the jab. Man, you got to give Al Bernstein credit as always, but Al Bernstein's keys to victory: push him back, double the jab, land the right. And that's exactly the first two things that Barrios did. He pushed him back and doubled up his jab. Who would win between Munguia and David Morrell Jr. at 68? Asked Dane Sampson. Oh, that's Morrell all day. Munguia started his career at 154 pounds. He doesn't have a good defense. Morrell is a lot more. He's a lot more natural and bigger at 168 pounds. He's going to be a light heavyweight one day, and he's more athletic than Munguia. Yeah, I got Morrell all day at 168 pounds. We haven't even seen Munguia at 168 quite just yet. So T Sizzle says Mario Barrios by TKO. Well, he took his time in round 1. Now it's Santiago starting in round 2, trying to rough Barrios up and getting close. He's got to close the distance. He was kept on the outside of that double jab of Barrios. Barrios trying to come underneath with some uppercuts. Trying to time Santiago in between punches at times. Santiago getting in close again, but all he does is fall into a clinch of Barrios. Barrios letting go of some right hands with his free hand, but not much on him. Now the ref breaks him apart and warns Santiago for pushing back a little bit. Do I think David Morrell could beat Canelo at only 7 fights? No, not right now. I think that's too much for David Morrell. He's just simply not ready for that fight yet. Morrell still needs some seasoning. But he's got the upside to give Canelo tons of problems. Nice left hook to the body by Mario Barrios there, getting underneath that right elbow of Santiago from the outside. Not getting in close with that body shot, keeping his distance. Again, Barrios, the bigger guy, staying on top of Santiago. Santiago's back on the ropes. Moves to his left, moves to his right, keeps changing his direction of movement. Good defense along the ropes, makes Barrios miss a straight right hand and a left uppercut. But Barrios not overextending himself, staying with good positioning and balance. 2 good body shots on the inside by Barrios when Santiago tried to close the gap there. Those shots got smothered a little bit, but Barrios let his hands go, and Santiago wasn't able to get anything off. Santiago not able to really find his comfort level in there yet to let his hands go. And Barrios is daring him to stop and fight at any moment. Barrios shooting a right hand to the chest after dipping underneath a jab of Santiago. Barrios good reflexes tonight so far. And solid hand speed. Again, he couldn't appreciate his hand speed against, fast fighters like Keith Thurman and Tank Davis, but Barrios not a slow fighter by any means. Oh, good right uppercut and then a straight left hand by Barrios, punching in between of Santiago's punches. Dying for openings by Santiago, and Santiago knows that. Santiago trying to smother Barrios now, but not effective. Santiago a little timid here early on, letting his hands go. Barrios doing a good job of punching in between his punches. Barrios touching with a straight right hand. Santiago getting his head off line. Nice jab lands for Barrios. Barrios just off with an overhand right. Just off the mark, but getting closer to it with his power shots. Double jab by Santiago, but good parrying by Barrios. Staying on the front foot. Keeps stalking Santiago. Getting a little closer to him in this round with power shots. And that'll do it for round 2. 20-18 Mario Barrios. Jose Vargas says, what time in the round are you at? Jose, I just finished with round 2. 20-18 Mario Barrios on my card. I'll refresh just to make sure I'm on the same point as you guys. All Access Plant and Benavidez March 10th. Looking forward to that. That should be entertaining. Although we've heard a lot of what they've had to say already for years. What time? Let me see this. Does Ramirez beat Figueroa? Shall both of them surpass their fights? Ramirez beat Figueroa. You mean, is it Magsayo fighting Figueroa? Mark Magsayo's fighting Figueroa. Not Ramirez, right? Right, Dane? Or is there another Figueroa you're talking about? Wilson said, "Yo, Sean, what effect did you have on Rolly during that interview for him to give you comprehensive answers with no jokes and branding?" I just let him be him, man, and I enjoy the responses, and I don't take it too serious. I have fun with him. I don't approach Rolly interviews the way usually I don't approach them the same way I approach other interviews. I know I can have a little bit more fun with it. That's just his personality, you know. All right, here we go to start in the first 30 seconds. Oh, you got it, Jose Vargas. Thank you, man. Stay locked in, brother. Sometimes, too, is the stream I'm on. Yeah, just stay locked in. I got you, brother. Santiago to start round 3, trying to get inside of Barrios' chest, but nothing effective for him just now. Barrios in good control of the fight yet. Still trying to find the mark. Oh, nice straight right hand with Santiago along the ropes. And Santiago bleeding from the nose now. Maybe from that stiff left jab of Barrios tonight. And now other shots are getting in behind that jab for Barrios. And those are the shots he really wants to get in. But Barrios being patient with it. Not overextending on those shots. Not reaching for it. Taking his time behind his jab. But you could tell he does want to unveil and let go of the big shots. Now double left hook by Barrios. Santiago catching the left hook up top. But the hook to the body got in first. And the hook up top still physically moving Santiago. Double jab by Barrios. And Santiago bleeding from that nose. Maybe Barrios. No, nice right hand to the body by Barrios. But Barrios not always wanting to reach down there. Tall frame. Santiago leaking from that nose. Barrios keeping in that high guard. But moving his head just off of the left uppercut and the right hand. Barrios still trying to find the accuracy on the power shots, but he has busted Santiago up with his jab. Santiago along the ropes and a combination by Barrios, and that's what gets in some power shots. Nice right hand and left uppercut, couple body shots mixed in by Barrios. Barrios not able to get Santiago with 1 or 2. Santiago trying to turn Barrios back into the corner and get rough in the clinch, but this is sloppy smothering work. It's not real inside work by Santiago. 40 seconds left in the third. Barrios wisely throwing a combination when he had Santiago cornered, and that's how he got a power shot in. Wasn't able to get one in, setting up 1 or 2 at a time. Good defense by Barrios tonight, getting constant head movement to the side. Good combinations with Santiago along the ropes, but a nice left hook to the body by Santiago, and Barrios rips right back in the clinch to the body. Nice inside work finally there by Santiago, but back comes Barrios with a left hook to the body and a right hand up top. And Barrios began to get in the power shots down the stretch of round 3 after that jab is busted up the face of Jovany Santiago through the first 2. It's 3-0 Mario Barrios, 30-27 Barrios. Yep. Thank you, Jose Vargas, saying Barrios. Jose Vargas saying, oh, Barrios letting his hands go but staying disciplined. Yep. Keep it in Texas, Barrios says, only to the 99. Yeah, good, pretty clear-cut 3-round zip lead right now for Mario Barrios through 3 rounds. Santiago getting kept on the outside by that jab, and when he gets to the inside, oh, nice straight right hand with Santiago along the ropes. Nice little decoying. Disguising by Barrios with his right hand. Kind of throwing it, not telegraphing it. And if you got to see it. Got to see it to know what I'm talking about. But nice job not telegraphing it there. Although Barrios sometimes, like in the Keith Thurman fight, has a knack for being just an inch off with his power shots. He throws them well, but for some reason sometimes they're not as accurate as you feel like they should be. but he did start to find that accuracy at the end of round 3 with the power shots. Here we are in the 4th. Santiago maybe trying to make a little bit more of a stand here in the 4th, trying to stand his ground a little bit, but eats a jab. Barrios, another jab by Barrios, keeping him at the end of his length. Santiago got to take some chances here. Barrios just off with a left hook and then misses the right uppercut. Digs one to the body. Santiago trying to let his hands go in close, but again, nothing effective. Here we go. Nice jab by Barrios. Jab falls short to the body for Santiago in the center of the ring. Barrios stepping over to his right. Nice left hook gets in for Santiago once Barrios finally took a step back. He's been fighting on the front foot all night. Barrios took a step off, went to his right, and ate a left hook while doing it. So you might want to keep doing what he's doing. Santiago getting it. Oh, 2 good body shots on the inside now by Giovanni Santiago. Double left hook back by Mario Barrios to the body and to the head. But Santiago trying to work his way into the fight now in the 4th. Barrios digging in with 2 counter body shots when Santiago tried to step in with his jab. Barrios getting underneath that jab to the body with his punches. Halfway through the 4th. A little bit more competitive round for Santiago. Santiago getting in some body work this round. And you see a little bit of reddening by the left side of Barrios' body. Santiago getting warned for the roughhousing in the clinch. Minute left in the 4th. Good jab by Barrios up top after Santiago reached down to the body with a jab. Santiago trying to load up on a hook to the body. Flails and falls short, and then Barrios just off with his counter right hand trying to walk him into it after he missed it. Now they're fighting in the clinch. And Santiago getting Barrios along the ropes in the clinch, but no effective work for Santiago really in these clinches. 30 seconds left in the round. Ref now warning both fighters for the stuff on the inside. Only a 10-rounder tonight. Barrios off with the left hook in the right hand. Santiago smothering him again. Gets to his body a little bit. Barrios comes back with a left hand to the body. Barrios makes him miss the left hook again, but short and inaccurate with those counter power shots. Santiago getting rough on the inside. Clubs him with a right hand. Now a nice double left hook by Barrios in the last 10 seconds. Nice double jab by Barrios. Barrios off with the right hand. And that's it for round 4. A little bit more competitive. Santiago able to make it a little rougher in there for Barrios in round 4, but Barrios still doing enough to win that round. 40-36, Mario Barrios. Antonio Vape Traffic says love from Melbourne, Australia. Much love to you too, Antonio. It's written 1 to the 99, but great work. Oh, I got you. 1 to the 99. Got you 1 to the 99. You got it, Antonio. Thanks for your time as well, brother. Sonia Dumas says, dude was picked just perfect to make Barrios look good tonight. Indeed. Indeed he was. You know, coming off 2 losses against guys like Thurman and Tank. You know, it was time to match him with a guy that he's favored to beat. And he is up 4 rounds to zip, although a little inaccurate with some of the power shots. Good work with the jab. Definitely ahead 4 rounds to zip. Santiago making it a little rougher there in the 4th, but not nearly effective enough. Hero Ape, what's going on? No, I'm not a fighter, but been covering fighting for a long time. Nice to have you in here. The Brotherhood Sports says Barrios fast as fuck. His speed has been maybe unnoticed, having 2 good body shots by Santiago. And Barrios reacting to it, saying that it was borderline. I don't know if it was. I'd have to look at the replay. Barrios not reacting well to those borderline shots and the ref giving him some time. But Barrios does have some hand speed. I agree. And I mentioned earlier, Brotherhood Sports, that it just didn't jump out against faster fighters like Keith Thurman and Tank Davis. Keith Thurman not as fast as he used to be in the mid-2010s, but still fast. Here we go. Back to the action. After a small break for Barrios for those borderline shots, and he gets right back to Santiago's body, and they fall into the clinch. Santiago maybe finding something to the body. Will have to keep staying there. And Santiago, I say that Barrios has kept him on the end of this jab, but Santiago has been complicit in that for much of the fight, taking half steps back. He's got to find a way to get inside. and take some chances getting inside. Risk running into some of those power shots by Barrios if he's going to give himself a chance to turn the fight around. Good jab by Santiago. Missed the first one, but got the second one in. Barrios taking some steps back. Tries to fire to the body. Barrios off with a right hand, off with a left hook. Stepping towards Santiago, who doubles up that jab again, but Barrios catching it this time, both times with the parry. Barrios on that front foot in the center of the ring. Straight right hand for Barrios. That one got in. Barrios with a 61-27 punch connect. 61 punches landed to just 28 for Santiago here midway through the 5th round. They trade jabs. Straight right hand. Oh, nice left hook gets in for Barrios. Set up by the straight right hand, what they call the 2-3. Barrios just touched with the right hand, but he snuck in the left hook behind it. And if he could really get that in flush, he'll get Santiago's attention. But Santiago's fought a very cautious fight and hasn't let go of his hands too much here. Good jab pops up Santiago's hands again after he pops up his head again after he made Barrios fall short with the combination. But Barrios finished the combination with his jab and knocked his head up. 2 jabs again by Barrios. Definitely been his best punch of the fight, has been his jab. And if this guy's not going to take chances and give you anything to counter and give you anything to exchange with, then you might have to just settle for pelting him behind the jab and take him what's there for 10 rounds. And that's what Barrios is doing. Left hook, right hand, but Barrios shooting that left hook a little short. Nice jab by Barrios again. Barrios maybe needing to fully commit to these shots and step, Barrios sometimes not always fully committing to the power shot. Nice jab by Barrios again, though. That jab has been a piston here in round 5. It's busted up the nose of Santiago, and it's made Santiago not want to take chances in the fight. Here we go to close the 5th. And that's it. 5 rounds to zip, Mario Barrios. Santiago not giving him a lot to exchange with or to punch in between. So the jab is pelting him and busting him up. Rey Vargas training in the dressing room, and boy is he skinny at 130. O'Shaquie Foster going to definitely have more physical mass, probably more physical strength than Rey Vargas tonight. But Vargas with the combination punching prowess, the experience, the toughness from Mexico, definitely deserves to be the favorite tonight. Very sharp puncher, Rey Vargas, but he does fade a little bit sometimes in the second half of fights. And man, O'Shaquie Foster looks good in the dressing room, has some nice skills on the mitts, and we'll see if he can put it together with the work rate of Rey Vargas and punch in between Rey Vargas' punches when that chin is up there and maybe nail him. We shall see. Sean used to be a fighter. He once described his style, and he would hammer Barrios to the body, but to a stoppage. No, I would not, boxing analyst, but that was my style. Walk in behind the jab and dig to the body and finish up top. With what my trainer Augie Sanchez would call those Mike Tyson combos, hook to the body and bring the uppercut up right after it. And with the winky right defense against Trinidad, just high guard it. High guard, catch, jab, jab. But anyways, back to the fight. Back to the fighters. Barrios and Santiago. Barrios in firm control of this fight. Santiago being pelted on the outside by that jab. Barrios trying to stick in some power shots behind that jab now. Nice jab again by Barrios. Santiago along the ropes. Now a right hand gets in for Barrios. Santiago is hurt. Santiago stepped into it, and Barrios landed the right hand. Good combination punching by Barrios, trying to close the show here in the 6th. Santiago staying alive so far, but good combinations by Barrios to the body and to the head with Santiago along the ropes. Santiago's face is busted up, and he's still got a long fight in front of him. Let's see if Barrios can get him out of there. It was a right hand. Santiago stepped in, and he ate the straight right hand, and Barrios let go of his combinations. Now Barrios has settled back down into the center of the ring. Try to make it. Oh, a straight right hand lands for Barrios again. And that got the attention of Santiago. Good left hook to the body by Barrios, and he brings the left hook up top. All in the center of the ring. Nice jab by Barrios. Knocks Santiago back. Now a 1-2. Nails Santiago in the ropes. Santiago weaving along the ropes. Holds off the ropes. His face is busting up. Over a minute left in the round still for Barrios to hurt him once more. Oh, nice counter left hook by Barrios. Good distance control. Caught the punches and then checked him with a hook. Nice shot by Barrios. Almost a half jab, half hook that time by Barrios. Santiago along the ropes, making Barrios miss enough to stay alive. Santiago just staying alive, throws a looping right hand, a slow looping right hand, like there's not a lot of steam left in the tank, and he missed it. Nice right uppercut by Barrios. Beautiful in between. Let Giovanni shoot a jab, and Barrios came back with a right uppercut. Barrios showing tonight that he's still a fighter that's growing in his mid-20s and can still get better. Nice jab by Barrios again. Went touch with his two hands and then shot it like a piston. Nice two piston jabs by Barrios. Santiago comes back with a little straight right hand. Finally, he lands a shot back. 15 seconds left. Barrios with his biggest round of the night. Ready to go up 6-0, 60-54 in a dominant round where he really hurt Santiago that round. Santiago just fighting to survive right now. That's it for the 6th. Steven Lovato says, thank you, bro. You got it, Steven. What channel? Showtime. It is Showtime. Vavoka 40 said, Vargas is tough, but Foster did time in prison in Orange, Texas, which is one of the toughest places to do time. I think he is very hungry for this title. I will go against the grain and go with Foster. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm my gut. Something in my gut says Foster could definitely do this. Brotherhood Sports says Sean was like Brandon Figueroa. No. I didn't switch. I wasn't that relentless. I actually fought a little bit like Winky Wright in the Trinidad fight, in the Jermaine Taylor fight, when he kind of just stepped to guys behind a really tight high guard and had a really active jab. And I kind of fought like Winky Wright actually a little bit in sparring. Let's see. Do I think Max ever fought? No, I don't think Max ever fought amateur, no, but I know he's done some training, Max Kellerman. He could probably throw some blows. He was in good shape back in the day. My man Max Kellerman. Hero Ape said, I knew I didn't know your name was Sean. Yes, sir. Sean, it would be awesome to see Fundura fill out and end up fighting at light heavyweight. It's good, not a bad... Oh, good straight right hand by Barrios off the jab. 30 seconds into the 7th, and Santiago was hurt off that right hand. Santiago's legs not all the way there. Right hand just off by Barrios off the jab. Santiago along the rope. Santiago just fighting to survive right now. Barrios touching the body up, trying to finish up top. Santiago gets his way out of the corner and clinches, but Barrios is pounding the solar plexus with his free left hand in the clinch. Now the ref breaks him apart, and he warns Santiago for his clinching. Santiago's right eye really closing up from that jab of Barrios. Showtime has Barrios up 6-0. There's no other way to score it. 1-2 with Santiago along the ropes and a short left hook, but Barrios just off the mark with those power shots. Ooh, left hook goes a little low by Santiago on the inside there, but the ref didn't see it. Halfway through the 7th. Center ring action. Santiago touching with his lead right, touching with his jab. Barrios trying to walk him into some power shots, but still a little off the mark. Santiago still defensively responsible enough in the 7th. Barrios touching with a straight right, touches with his jab. Staying on the front foot. Just off with a little left hook, trying to time Santiago as Santiago let go of a straight right hand. Nice jab by Barrios, backs Santiago up, off with the left hook off the jab. Barrios wants to connect with those power shots. Has to work on his accuracy with that just a little bit. He throws good shots, got a good arsenal of shots, good hand speed, really good size at 5'11". Got to find a way to become a little bit more accurate. For those of you watching at home right now, watching the telecast and following along with me, you see what I'm talking about. He throws it. You see the shots come out, and they come out well, but there's a reason why they keep falling off and falling the mark, missing by just missing the mark by a little bit here and there. Maybe he's a little tight. Santiago has something to do with it for sure. He's not fighting to win. He's fighting to survive, and those guys are harder to hit. If Santiago would open up, Barrios would for sure be more accurate, but still. Hero Ape says, can I beat Jake Paul? Nah, not right now, if I'm being quite honest. Doesn't mean if they didn't put a check in front of me, I wouldn't take the fight and get ready in camp and give myself a better chance with a good camp. But no, Jake's been putting the work in for almost 4 years straight, and the kind of guys he's been sparring with, are legitimate guys in the Las Vegas gyms, in the Florida gyms, guys that are professionals, guys that have fought for world titles. And then he's training with BJ Flores every single week in the gym. So to be quite honest with you, no, I'm definitely the underdog in that fight right now. I would. Sponge Swag with the Al Heyman diss about Jermall Charlo's 160-pound strap for 600 days. I read the comment. All right, round 8. Here we go. Here we go. Round 8. Santiago keep taking them little half steps back, shooting his jab short. Has been completely out jabbed by Barrios, who's had a good jab tonight. Oh, nice left hook by Barrios. Nice lead left hook there. But Santiago's expecting the jab, and he's hurt. Oh, Santiago's almost went to his knee there. Was an inch away from touching the knee. Barrios coming over the top with the right hand and then works the body with a left hook again, and Santiago holding on, hurt. Barrios smelling blood. Oh, right hand misses, but the left hook lands for Barrios. Santiago hurt and in retreat in the 8th. Santiago along the ropes, 2 body shots, and down goes Santiago. Right, left to the body, and the left hook to the body finally puts Santiago down. He's been broken down since round 1 by Mario Barrios. Santiago is up, but he doesn't have much left in the tank to give. Jab for Barrios gets him in range. Santiago along the ropes. Barrios lands a jab, comes with a little touch hook. Straight right hand misses, but the left lands behind it. Left hook lands for Barrios, and Santiago holds on. Santiago's face really busting up, and his corner might want to stop it and save him here at this point. This fight is over. Barrios tagging Santiago along the ropes. Santiago staying defense first. Left hook, right hand, but Santiago, straight right hand gets in for Barrios as he punches in combination. Santiago not able to get away from all these shots. Right hand lands, and that'll do it. The towel does come in, and it's an 8th round stoppage for Mario Barrios. He won every round. He got his deserved tune-up fight after being a big underdog in back-to-back fights. He looked good tonight. And tonight, Barrios in his mid-20s showed me he's still getting better as a fighter. He's still growing. He had a good jab tonight, very patient, good defense, moved his head. And I think he would have got it done sooner if he had a guy in Santiago in front of him who was really trying to win the fight, but early on against the imposing length and the daunting size of Barrios. Santiago clearly the smaller guy tonight, even though they both were 147-pounders. Had him timid from the start. Barrios had to settle for busting him up with the jab, and then the power shots came more and more as the fight came along. Barrios still not the most accurate guy with his power shots. Shows good hand speed, shows a good assortment of punches, works his levels with his combinations, has a hook to the body and a hook to the head. Straight right hand, will throw some uppercuts, has a good jab, but still got to work. He's got to find out what it is to become a little more accurate on his power shots. But a good performance tonight. Won every round, gets the stoppage, gets the TKO in the 8th, and to me still looks like he's getting better in his mid-20s, and still has all this confidence coming off those 2 losses. Good stuff. 135 shots landed at just 45 for Santiago. 41% connect percentage for Barrios, only 14% for Santiago, who was timid, but Barrios also had a good defense tonight. So good stuff by Mario Barrios. Does Barrios have the potential to become a superstar, as has he reached his peak? I'd love to see Barrios versus Broner as a main event in Vegas or Texas. Let me take a quick bathroom break, folks, and I'll come back. Don't leave Don't touch that dial. One moment. Oh, I apologize, folks, but I figured we'd get it done before the main event. I apologize. Anyways, where were we? Okay. Yeah, Ezio, you nailed it. That's an easy paycheck for Zurdo, as it pertains to Rosado and Zurdo. Absolutely. Rosado's got to stop fighting soon, man. He's taken a lot of punishment in his career, and he's worked so hard to earn those checks in those big legit fights against world champs and former world champs. But man, at some point, let's see here. Oh, do I think Barrios can become a superstar? No, I don't think he's that level of fighter. We saw that Keith Thurman was a level or two above him, even with Thurman not being active and not being quite the fighter he was in the mid-2010s. Thurman's still a very good veteran. Will probably get stopped in the second half late in that fight against Errol Spence if that's his next fight. But still an interesting fight. Still in the first half of that fight when Thurman's fresh, he'll still be dangerous for Spence. But no, I don't think Barrios is a superstar, but he is a good fighter, still getting better. And, he's a player at 147 he's showing tonight. But no, to be honest, no, I don't think a superstar, but he had a good performance tonight. And he becomes a player at 47, especially as the division thins out with Spence and Crawford. Spence maybe moving up. We will see what's going on with Terrence Crawford, but Crawford getting older, Spence moving up in weight. So it opens things up for a guy like Barrios to make a run at a world title again. Barrios solid, but not elite. I agree, Pocket. Barrios versus Rolly. Says Sponge Swag. Battle of the overhyped guys. Feed Barrios to Virgil Ortiz. That would be a fun fight. I would like that fight in Texas. Alright, Sponge Swag. I think you're right. I like that fight. It won't happen because Barrios is PBC and Virgil Ortiz is with DAZN. But I do like that fight. Chicano versus Chicano. It would sell out in Texas. That'd be a hell of a fight. Virgil Ortiz wins that fight, in my opinion, for sure. But I'd like to watch that fight. Who do I got in the main event, Jeremiah? I got Vargas, but I got a funny feeling, man. We'll see. Foster's a live dog tonight, and Rey Vargas never fought a brother like Oshaki Foster. It's a different kind of style. Sometimes in level of athleticism, he's seen a lot of styles, but not this one in the lower weight class divisions. So we'll see how he deals with that American style of Oshaki Foster to go along with Foster, being hungry at 29 and being the first 130-pounder this guy's ever fought. There's a huge gap in experience, level of opposition, pedigree here in Vargas' favor. So I picked Vargas to win the fight, but we shall see. Barrios versus Josecito Lopez. Josecito hung him up recently. He was a good offensive fighter, Josecito Lopez, though. He was a very good offensive fighter. And I talked about Barrios, who has a good assortment of punches, good hand speed, but needs to be a little more accurate with the power shots. Josecito Lopez was very accurate without being as fast or as tall as Mario Barrios. He was very accurate as a power puncher. Had Marcos Maidana hurt multiple times before Maidana went on to knock him out and then knock out Broner and give Floyd a tough fight. But yeah, Josecito was good. Very good on offense. Nacho the GOAT too. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I got Sonia Dumas. Ortiz would hurt Barrios. Yeah, I got Ortiz beating Barrios too. Vargas probably going to get Foster out of there inside 8, says Ezio. I don't think so, man. Vargas has never been a puncher like that, even at 26 and 22, and he hits guys a lot. He's a very good combination puncher, although throwing a lot of combinations will give Foster chances to punch in between his punches with that chin up there in the air sometimes. But I don't think Vargas stops Foster. He's not a puncher like that. Has never shown us to be a puncher at 22 and 26 like that. So he's an accumulation guy, a combination puncher. Rashawn Booth says, I want to see Tank's coach versus Rolly's coach. When is that going to happen? I heard it's real. Those are two thorough guys, Coach Calvin Ford and Coach Bullet. I think both of those guys are legit when it comes to throwing hands and their backgrounds. I respect both men, but they're old, man. They're old. They're too old to be fighting. They're training fighters now. I don't want to see that. Pocket says Foster has skills. I agree, he does. He shows skill. He shows the ability on tape to pull this off tonight. Will he be consistent enough at this level of opposition? Will he throw enough punches, or will he rely on the perfect opening too often and let rounds get away from him? You know, we'll see in just a few moments once Showtime kicks off with the main event. Right now, they're breaking down, or they're showing off and advertising that Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, a.k.a. Chris Jackson, when he played at LSU, the famed Denver Nuggets point guard from the 90s. The guy who had a game as a shoot-first point guard that wasn't really accepted in the 1990s. He'd have probably been better off playing in the NBA today. But that's what Showtime is showing right now, is a little preview of that documentary with Abdul Rauf. But yeah, he was good. He was definitely good. Phil Jackson loved him. Phil Jackson thought he was very underrated. Clemenin, Butayev beats the brakes off Barrios. He beats Staniosis, to be honest. That was a close fight. Staniosis and Butayev. Canelo could lose to John Ryder. He ain't losing to John Ryder. Although I get what you mean. Like, John Ryder makes it ugly, uses his feet more than Canelo was anticipating, is a little bit better than Canelo was anticipating. Canelo's expecting just a complete stiff, but this guy, he did beat Danny Jacobs, even though Jacobs is washed a little bit, and not washed. I don't like to use those kind of terms for fighters. Even though Jacobs isn't as motivated as he once was, and fighting at 168 isn't what he was at 160 4 or 5 years ago, but no, I think Canelo will handle Ryder fighting at home in Mexico. Ryder put them paws on Callum Smith. He did. Callum Smith, Daniel Jacobs, the guy's not a chump, and that's Canelo better take him seriously. This guy isn't Andy Yildirim, right? This guy isn't Andy Yildirim. If he's expecting an Andy Yildirim like he got where the Dolphins play, last February, not last February, February 2021, this guy is better than that. So, John the Gorilla Ryder, that's not John Ryder's nickname, is it, Boxing Analyst? Boxing Analyst says, how can Plant survive Benavidez for the last 6 rounds when Plant starts to gas and Benavidez picks up the pace? Well, maybe, maybe Breadman with that stiff left hand of Plant, because Plant definitely, he's got a better left hand than his right. He's got a great jab, really good left hook. Maybe he slows the pace down in the center of the ring and controls the pace behind that jab and that lead hand to where he paces himself and he has something in the second half of the fight. It's going to be up to David to push that pace behind his own jab and make it more of a fight. And the more of a fight it is, the more that's going to favor David Benavidez. So, and I do have Benavidez winning that fight, but I don't like David talking about future fights. He's still talking about a Charlo fight, a Canelo fight, a Bivol fight. I don't like that. You finally got a big fight, a fight you've been wanting in Plant. Let's just focus in on that, because Plant is a very good fighter, and it's a very good fight. So I do expect Benavidez to win that fight. I think Vegas has him a significant favorite right now, but some of the early indicators haven't been good signs. You know, there's been maybe a couple red flags, a couple of bandera rojas, we could say. See what I did there? But yeah, I can't wait for that fight though. I'll be covering that fight ringside, Benavidez Plant. I'll be here in my home Vegas covering it. Assad R said, "Can you go over tonight's results thus far?" Indeed, I can, Assad. Thank you for asking. In the opener, Lenier Perro from Cuba was able to knock out, TKO Victor Faust of the Ukraine in a battle of undefeated prospect heavyweights. Both guys 30 years old, so not young prospects. Big amateur backgrounds from Cuba and Ukraine. And Lenier Perro getting that win, getting to 9-0 from Cuba. Has a good left hand. Got to get himself a little bit more muscle bound for the physicality at the top of the division. But good, very entertaining scrap in that opener. And then in the co-main, Mario Barrios with a dominant 8-round TKO over Giovanni Santiago. Pelted him behind the jab. Had to find the range with the power shots more and more as the fight went on. Threw some good combinations when he got Santiago hurt. Santiago very timid tonight, fighting more to survive than to win rounds. But Barrios got him out of there in 8 rounds. In his mid-20s, looks like he's still actually getting better right now as a fighter, and not slowing down after back-to-back losses, not letting that make him unconfident. Ready to move on in his career and be a player at 147. And now we're ready for main event time between Oshaki Foster and Rey Vargas. Parsa, Mr. Big Jiggle says, Sean, who do you have for the Mauricio Lara Lee Wood fight? I'm going to go Mauricio Lara in that fight. Yeah, that's a good fight, though. That's a good fight. Lee Wood and Mauricio Lara. I'll go Mauricio Lara. Conlon had him beat. And Conlon isn't the kind of puncher and the kind of physical, aggressive force that Lara is. Mauricio Lara could really punch. So I'll give the edge to Mauricio Lara there to go overseas and do it again. Kid Austin versus Abdullah Mason. Who wins? Asked Molly Mall. Geesh. Let these kids develop, huh? Let these kids develop a little bit, right? I think Abdullah Mason has a little bit more fundamentally sound than Kid Austin, but Kid Austin is a very dynamic talent. Both talented. I think that right now Mason's a little more fundamentally sound, but I do think Kid Austin is a dynamic talent, and mixing in the fundamentals with some of his dynamic abilities, I think would help him fill the gaps, as he looks to ascend and become a complete fighter and not just an athletic and a gifted fighter. Wood about to break Lara down, says, brother. Yeah, in Brotherhood Sports, I gotta watch tape to have a real better pick on that fight. I like to break down tape more before I really make a pick, but off top the head, I saw Lara on that undercard of Chocolatito and Julio Cesar Martinez in San Diego about a year from now, last March. And he can punch, man. He is a legit puncher. And I know Lee Wood has a good straight left hand. That's what took out Mick Conlon. But before he took out Conlon, man, he wasn't that impressive in that fight. He was getting pieced up by Mick Conlon. And so we'll see. What is crazy about Lee Wood is the way he told Mick Conlon, if you're still standing after 11 rounds and I haven't knocked you out, I'm gonna knock you out. I was like, damn, that was prophetic. How the fuck did you do that? How did you know that you weren't gonna knock him out for 11 rounds and be losing, and then basically you were gonna knock him out in the 12th round? That was prophetic. Boxing analyst says, I think you should referee Usyk versus Fury. You got a good eye for boxing. Man, I may have a good eye, but I don't know, man. I don't have the size to keep those two off. That'd be a lot, man. That'd be a lot. Tyson Fury's gonna put Usyk in so many headlocks if I let him. And yeah, man, that'd be a tough first assignment for someone who's never reffed a professional fight before. Clemenin said, why your boy Loma trying to duck Haney? Clemenin, where'd the Loma come from? That's not my boy. I covered Devin Haney out here in Vegas much more than I've ever covered Loma. Neither one my boy, but Devin Haney's going to win that fight. But you must be talking to someone else in the in the chat. So I think Haney definitely is beating Lomachenko these days, you know. Let's see. Oh, you guys in the chat are discussing Loma and Haney. I'm looking forward to that fight actually getting signed and being official. Flexed with the rolled R, did I? With the pronunciation. Julieta Torres says, hello, Fight Hype. Who are you? Nothing against other commentators. At least I can understand your words. Whose fight are you watching? Julieta, nice to have you. We are watching Rey Vargas taking on O'Shaquie Foster, and the fighters are making their walks to the ring now. O'Shaquie Foster with the American flags, you know, draped in the background with the shock robe in purple. Here comes the underdog from the United States, from his home state of Texas, but he's getting a lot of boos and a lot of Mexican flags being waved in his face. But O'Shaquie Foster, he did a bid, he did some time in prison, but he's a tough customer, very hungry. His face is warmed up for this fight. Got a good sweat breaking before he gets in that ring, not coming in the ring cold, and looks very focused and ready for this opportunity as he makes his way to the ring with a nice smile on his face too now, taking in this moment. Doesn't look nervous at all whatsoever for a guy who's never really competed at the professional level anywhere near this level as a pro, but has the amateur background, has the talent, perhaps has the size and the skills and the power in his first world title bout to pull off an upset tonight. Don't be surprised if he does. O'Shaquie Foster in the ring now, bouncing up and down. Purple and black robe and white for O'Shaquie Foster. And you know what? This was a case where my head picked Vargas, but my gut is saying Foster heading into this. Again, my final pick was Rey Vargas. You know, that was what my head told me, what logic told me, but you know what, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. A little bit of a gut feeling that Foster might get this done. I'm even going to tweet that. My head says Vargas, but my gut is saying Foster. My body, my brain keeps telling me Vargas, but my body keeps telling me Foster. All right, here we go. Jimmy Lennon set to call these ring introductions now for both fighters. Rey Vargas has been that two-time world champion at 122 and 126, the WBC champ. Julieta Torres, saying, thank you for clarifying. I'm looking forward to Bivol versus Better Biev, not Canelo. Canelo will have to take a number now. Well, Julieta, I know you would like to see him take a number, and most boxing fans would like to take a number, but he ultimately brings a number that's too high to be ignored by even a proud champ like Dimitri Bivol, who probably does fight for more than just money, but it's too much money in a rematch with Canelo. So that is the fight you will be getting in September. Bivol or Better Biev will have to wait until next year. It sucks, but it is what it is. And I do think that the rematch between Canelo and Bivol will be better than the first fight, which was dull. Bivol won that unanimous decision, deservedly, but I think in the second fight, a more loose and confident Bivol is gonna take more chances against an aggressive Canelo, and I think Canelo, is going to come in and leave no stone unturned in preparation, and he'll put on a better performance. I think both guys will be better in fight number 2. Yeah. Pause, Daisy. Yeah, I know. A little pause there, but I couldn't help it. Stick to job as a commentator. I am. I just had to do it once, okay? Fight for your right says you can only pick one, your head or your gut. There's no in between. I mean, I'm on the record with Vargas, so I gotta stick with Vargas. But I'm just being real with you guys. Just being real with you guys, man. Let's go. Man, should I tweet out live that we're doing the round by round? Let's invite more people into the chat to get it lively. Here comes Rey Vargas into the ring now. Green robe. Got the Mexican flag along his robe. The great Nacho Beristain. O'Shaquie Foster dogging him as he makes his way into the ring and walks past O'Shaquie Foster. Foster absolutely with the look of a hungry contender getting his shot tonight. Join me live in caps on FightHype for Vargas Foster. How's that, guys? Bang. And then the fun part is about to start the fight. All right, Vargas getting his water in the corner, and here we go. Let's see how Rey Vargas deals with a physically bigger guy. Not going to be towering over this guy. We saw against Mark Magsayo, who I think is the same size as Rey in terms of physicality, just not as tall. We saw Magsayo was able to drop him in the 9th round with a right hand. Magsayo didn't let his hands go enough, ultimately. Didn't in the exchanges, he let Vargas tee off, work his combinations too much, and he settled too much, looking for the right hand, looking for the perfect time to throw it too much. Foster can't allow that to happen. Now here's the real tale of the tape we've been waiting for. The reach is even, although O'Shaquie Foster tonight is listed at only 5'6", and Rey Vargas is at 5'10". Heading into the fight, O'Shaquie Foster was 5'8", and Rey Vargas was listed at 5'7". Turns out it's actually Rey Vargas with 4 inches of height, but no reach advantage. Both fighters with an even reach heading into this fight. Interesting. Guys like Floyd Mayweather and Terrence Crawford are guys who always have these freakishly long arms, longer than their height would say, and maybe O'Shaquie Foster's got a little bit of that going on at 5'6", matching the arm length of the 5'10" Rey Vargas. Jimmy Lennon set to make these "It's Showtime" introductions. Clemente said Magsayo got them cracks. Indeed he does. He's got a good right hand. Let's see. Here we go. Just checking Twitter to see what... Who's been more active? Asked Matty Boy. I mean, in today's boxing, no one's really more active than 2 fights a year. So I think that's been about... But it's Vargas has been fighting the 12-round fights. Vargas has been in, I think, probably about 10 or more 12-round fights. He's been in, nearly 10 world title fights. Foster, this is his first title fight. He's only been 12 rounds once, and that was in his only 12-round fight. He's even had some fights that were 4-rounders and 8-rounders where he was only able to get a majority decision. So when you look on paper, it's a little bit of a head-scratcher when you look on paper versus on tape. On tape, Foster has hand speed, coordination, some pop, ability. But then on paper, the resume, 2 losses, 2 draws, bad opposition. So we'll see what we get tonight. We'll see what we get tonight from Foster. He's a wild card. What are you watching it on, and how much is it? D.415. This is for free on Showtime if you have it. O'Shaquie Foster getting his introduction now. 19-2, 11 knockouts. Oh, no, not 2 draws. Forgive me. I don't know where I got those 2 draws from. For some reason, I thought he was 19-2-2. Just 19-2. Foster getting that ring introduction, and we shall see. That's it for Foster's ring introduction, and now Rey Vargas, his body looks good at 130. He's actually filled out pretty nice, actually, and his body kind of looks better at 30 than it did at 26. He's actually got a little meat on his bones for once, does Rey Vargas. 36-0, 22 knockouts from Otumba, Mexico. But actually, Rey, looking at him right now, looks a little more filled out. Maybe he was, able to have a little carne asada. Vargas, a confident guy. Got that a little chinny by my eyes, though, but a great combination puncher, a sharp puncher. Not great punching power, but a sharp puncher, a crisp puncher, and a combination puncher. A tall guy who, it's pretty, the punches, the way he reaches down to the body, but that chin is exposed sometimes. Will Foster be able to punch in between Vargas's punches? Vargas likes to throw combinations. That means Foster will have his opportunities. He can't do what Magsayo did and wait too much for the perfect openings. He's got to punch when Vargas punches and punch in between his punches. Here we go. Round 1 set to go. Matty Boy says, who's my favorite fighter? I don't have one anymore. I try to keep it objective, just covering everyone. But all-time, El Terrible Morales, Bernard Hopkins, Sugar Ray Leonard, Ali, guys like that. Where did I get the boxing LED lights? My wife ordered me that. I think it came from Russia, actually. All right, here we go. Round 1 set to start. Let's go. Foster starting off with that left hand a little bit low, a little bit like a shoulder roll type stance. Now he picks it up, and Vargas comes out with his double jab. Vargas standing tall and straight up as usual, and let's see if Foster makes him pay for that this time. Vargas lowering his left hand too, just as Foster does. Interesting there by Vargas. Nice jab to the body by Foster on the outside. Starting in the center of the ring here, both fighters keeping it rangy. Vargas's hands a little loosey-goosey here, the way he's leaving that left down. I feel like Foster has better balance with it, the way he's keeping it, better coordination. Vargas falls short with the jab, and Foster taking a step over to the side, starts with a jab to the chest, tries to shoot a jab up top, falling short with it. Vargas tries to let go of a right hand first. Now a nice left hook to the body by Vargas as Foster stepped in. Foster's jabbing to the body, stepping forward. Double, triple jab by Vargas makes Foster reset, but none of it lands. Foster getting low a little bit with his stance there, makes Vargas miss with a right hand. Jab to the chest for Foster. Vargas can't find the range on the outside just yet, missing with a right hand to the body after trying to double jab to set it up. Nice jab by Foster as he stepped in with it there. Foster off with the jab that time. Vargas blocking it, but Vargas having a little bit of problems on the outside with the ranginess of Foster early on. Neither fighter landing anything through the first 2 minutes, really. Now Vargas tries to step forward a little bit more, shoots a jab but falls short. Vargas got to stay a little patient here. Looks like he's a little tempted to reach early on, and he could get caught doing that. Vargas again, double jab, and that chin was up there as he thought about letting the right hand go, but he didn't. Minute left in the round. Foster comes with the jab. Vargas blocks it up top. I do feel like Foster has the better coordination between the two, and he lands that right hand over the top of the low left of Rey Vargas. Oshaki Foster with the better balance in his stance you could see between the two fighters. Jab to the chest by Foster and Vargas catching it. But Vargas a little uncomfortable with that coordination, I can see it. Double jab by Foster, gets in closer. Then he steps back out in range. Foster with his ranginess and his feet stepping in and out of range, steps out of range and makes Vargas reach with his punches and falls short. Double jab by Vargas, he misses with the straight right hand. Jab to the body by Foster, falls short. Double jab up top by Vargas, but he misses. Now Foster pulls Vargas' head down, and Vargas tries to get that left hook to the body. Not an active round by Oshaki, but the only real significant shot was a little bit of a right hand over the top of the low left of Rey Vargas. But maybe Foster not letting his hands go enough against the guy with the bigger name in front of a lot of Mexican fans, but I felt Foster won that round. Although, again, he didn't win it because he landed a whole lot of shots. Vargas let go of his hands more, but better defense and coordination by Oshaki Foster. And Foster did land one right hand over the top. And that was the only real shot that landed between both guys. Both guys missed with their jabs quite a bit. But I gave that first round to Foster, and to me, he looks a little more comfortable in there than Vargas in the beginning. So we'll see it, 10-9, Foster. And again, early on, punches win fights, not who looks prettier and who's got better balance and coordination. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win if the other guy's hitting you across the head. But it did look to me like Foster's, superior coordination was a little bit of an issue there for Vargas and Ray 1. Here we go, round 2. Vargas shooting a 1-2, but it gets blocked by Oshaki Foster. Foster comes back with a double jab and gets a nice jab to the body. Foster trying to jump in with a short left hook there, and Vargas with his right hand up to block it. Vargas reaching with the right hand and falling short early on. Because Vargas isn't a guy who really wants to stay disciplined behind the jab. He wants to throw combinations, but it's not there against a nice moving target like Foster, who's stepping in and then stepping out athletically with his feet. Now Foster steps in with a 1-2, and a jab to the body knocks Vargas to the ground, but it's ruled a slip. But you could see Vargas is a little uncomfortable in there. Jab misses for Vargas, hits the shoulder of Foster, but Foster hasn't landed anything yet this round, but he has good positioning. Hook to the body for Vargas on the outside. Vargas reaching with a jab and a right hand, reaches with a jab and a right hand to the body, but missing and falling short. Foster with a good job taking half steps out of range. Now a good jab does land for Vargas. Vargas stepping in with a jab, misses the right hand. Vargas maybe a little impatient trying to get to the body halfway through the second round in the center of the ring, but can't land yet. Now Foster stepping forward. Foster doing a good job of making Vargas miss. Now he's got to start making him pay. Foster step insides and roughs up Vargas a little bit. Vargas didn't like it on the inside. Comes back with a double jab and hits a right hand to the hip of Foster. Now Foster shoots that right hand off a jab, and Vargas with his chin up in the air makes him miss, but it precariously up in the air. Minute left in the second. Vargas winning this round a little bit just by work rate, but not accurate at all. Misses with the hook, misses with the jab as Foster falls into the ropes. Now he shoots a right hand to the body. Less than a minute in the round. Vargas maybe winning this round just on activity, just on effort. Foster got to let go of his hands here in the last 40 seconds to make sure he takes a round that he's made Vargas miss a lot in, but hasn't made him pay. Jab for Vargas. Another jab falls short. Foster steps off, steps back, steps to his left. Tries to counter Vargas coming in, but Vargas does touch him with a right hand there as Foster waiting for that perfect check hook. Waiting maybe a little bit too much. 20 seconds left in the second. Foster on a lot of movement now to end the second round. Not a lot, but stepping over to his left, stepping over his right. Tries to jump in with a hook, but just one punch at a time, and Vargas saw that coming. Double jab, backing Foster up, and now Vargas able to get a little bit of combinations going with Foster backing straight up along the ropes at the end of the second, but nothing landing for Vargas. But Vargas, with the better effort, letting his hands go in round two. Not accurate, but more active than Foster. 1 round to 1, 19-19. Foster very coordinated, making Vargas a little uncomfortable, making him miss, but he's got to make him pay more. Got it 1-1 right now. 19-19. I like the positioning by Foster. I like the defense by Foster. It looks like he's setting up good angles to nail Vargas at some point, but he hasn't let go of the shots yet. And there's a chance he's actually down 2 rounds to nothing, but I got it 1 round apiece. I gave him the first, and I had to give Vargas the second because Foster just didn't let go of anything in round 2 there. AJ says he thinks Foster won that. Dame Sanson has it 1-1. Armando Lira 1-1. That's what I got it. 1-1 after 2. Here we go in round 3. Double, triple jab by Vargas to start round 3, and that's what Vargas has to do. He's this Mexican fighter anxious to let his hands go in combination, but if all Foster's going to give him is the jab, then just take the jab. Don't reach with your shots. But just as I say that, Vargas tries to reach with a right hand to the body behind the jab and falls short. Foster along the ropes. Vargas trying to let a hook go, but good defense by Oshaki Foster. Can he step in after making a miss and make Vargas pay? It looks like he's got the balance and the skills to do it at some moment in the fight. We'll see if it happens. Jab by Vargas. Vargas continuing to get off first and let his hands go first. Not landing anything. Continues to fall short. But Foster shoots a straight right hand, but doesn't land it. Vargas blocking it, and then they turn into a clinch and actually Vargas goes to his knee for a second, and the ref helps him back up. And they start, oh, nice check left hook by Vargas, or by Foster there, as Vargas tried to shoot a straight right hand, a left hook to the body. Vargas did get in that left hook to the body, though, so they traded. Jab to the body by Vargas, and then 2 body shots in close by Vargas, but Foster with decent defense in close, and they break apart in the clinch. Foster stepping to Vargas now. Vargas near the rope. Straight right hand by Foster falls just short. Foster trying to walk Vargas into the jab there as Vargas walk him into the check hook there. 16-2 connect. 17-2 for Foster, and jabs landed by Showtime. Oh, and he checks Vargas right there with a jab. Just as I say that, huge jab advantage and accuracy advantage in the jab for Oshaki Foster. I haven't seen him land that many jabs, but he's definitely out-jabbed Rey Vargas. Foster outboxing Vargas right here in round 3. Vargas bleeding a little bit of a cut around his left eye now. And the defense of Foster is just a lot for Rey Vargas, and Vargas is going to have some serious problems soon if Foster can start mixing in this offense with the defense. Good jab lands for Vargas, but Foster making him miss the right hand behind it. Now another jab gets in for Rey Vargas. Foster steps in with the right and the left, but he falls short. Vargas stepping out. Foster stepping to Vargas. Vargas near the ropes. Left hand low. Feints like he's going to shoot his jab, but Foster is ready for it. Eyes open. Ready to walk him into one if he steps in. 10 seconds left in the round. Right hand to the body. Gets in a little bit there for Rey Vargas. But that's a round for Oshaki Foster. Not a very, again, he's got maybe got to pick up the pace a little bit here. But based on accuracy, because that is what matters more than pace, good jab by Rey Vargas on the replay. And to be quite honest with you guys, I feel like Showtime, I didn't see an 18-4 connect advantage in the jabs by Oshaki Foster. Did you guys? Actually, on the replay just now, Rey Vargas landed his jab. You could argue it's 2-1 either way, because some judges might want to give it to Vargas because he's getting off first. He's not landing. But Foster isn't doing a whole lot offensively either. He has very good ring generalship, very good defense. He's landed a few shots, but not that many himself either. I got a 2-1 Oshaki Foster, but I wouldn't hate 2-1 the other way right now. But I got a 29-28 for Oshaki Foster. Great job, Sean, says my wife Samantha in the chat. Thank you, baby. So 3-zip AJ. Yeah, I got it, Foster. Although, guys, as much as Foster's making him miss, he's still got to land some shots in there too, you know? It's not enough that he's just looking super coordinated and looking like the better boxer. He hasn't really made Vargas pay that much yet with clean, effective punching. So, you know, let's not get too enamored here. It's competitive early on, and he hasn't exactly gotten his offense really going yet either. It's just nice double and triple jab by Rey Vargas here in 30 seconds into round 4. Vargas continues to get off with more punches, but can't find the mark. Vargas frustrated, but trying to stick with it behind the jab. Misses with a right hand to the body again, falling short. Rangy is Oshaki Foster and hard to hit. Oh, nice jab by Oshaki Foster. Vargas trying to walk him into a hook, and instead he ate the jab. Now Foster tries to jump in with his own left hook, but Vargas backs out of range and gets his right hand up to block it. Minute into the 4th. Only real punch landed this round was the jab by Foster. Although Vargas actually landed two jabs to start the round as well. Vargas getting off more often, but not accurate. Misses with the left hook, and Foster shakes his head. Nope. As he shows off the reflexes there to pull back and make a miss with the hook. But didn't make him pay with anything halfway through the 4th. Right hand blocked by Foster. Foster blocks that overhand right by Vargas. And he shoots his jab into the chin of Vargas there. Straight right hand touches Vargas there. Just touches him a little bit on top of the head. Not a lot of power on it that time. Jab to the body by Vargas, and then he misses the jab up top. It gets blocked. Vargas trying to find some answers offensively. Oh, now he actually walked Foster into a right hand, and Foster came back with his own right hand too, though. Foster comes in with the lead left hook. It gets blocked by Vargas, and he steps into with 2 other shots. And Vargas able to spin him out of there. 50 seconds left in the 4th. Fight definitely has a pattern so far. Vargas will get off first. He'll get off more often. And Foster won't get off much at all, but he's more accurate. Right hand misses for Vargas, and then he eats a little left hand, but then he lands the right hand after it. He took one to land one a little bit that time. Threw one to make Foster open up, and then he threw one. He began and punctuated the exchange there. Foster tagged him with a left in between his punches, but he also got off a right hand there, did Rey Vargas. 15 seconds left in the 4th. Is Foster throwing enough to take these rounds where he seems to be a step ahead boxing-wise, tactical-wise, but he's not. I don't know if he's letting his hand... Oh, nice jab there by Foster, though. Nice jab, but, again, Foster a little more accurate, but is he letting go of enough to get these rounds? I feel like Vargas may have taken that 4th round, even though Foster sharpshooted him with the jab 3 or 4 times, but that was about it. It was 3 or 4 jabs. Vargas was more active. He tried to take the fight to him, tried to push the pace, and he did land a few shots here and there himself too. Not as on the money, not as clean or as flashy as the jab of Foster, but that was a close 4th round. That's a competitive round, guys. And the people ringside for Foster are feeling good, like he's pitching a shutout, but they gotta also be realistic with the work rate. He's not making him pay maybe enough against the veteran champion. Let's see. I could see this 2-2 or 3-1 Foster. 3-1 Foster or 2 rounds apiece is how I see this fight right now. Jab by Foster to start round 5, and Vargas comes back with 2 or 3 jabs of his own. Vargas trying to double up the jab, but still inaccurate. Jabs again. Foster steps in with his jab, falls short. Center of the ring, both fighters. Vargas with the double jab. Again with the jabs. Foster trying to shoot a straight right hand over the top. Both guys missing in the center of the ring. Foster very confident stepping towards Rey Vargas. Vargas trying to hook off the jab, but it gets blocked. Right hand for Vargas falls short on the shoulder of Foster, but he's letting his hands go in combination. There's another jab by Vargas. Foster steps in with a 1-2, and Vargas able to get away from it. Now a double left hand by Foster. Vargas backed onto the ropes, and he kind of caught both with his right glove, but it didn't look good to the judges because he was backed up on the ropes, and Foster got in 2 left hands there. Foster making Vargas just fall short. Now Vargas goes to the body with 2 left hooks as Foster pulls his head down. Vargas trying to get with a right hand to the body, almost slapping with that hook, but misses it. They trade jabs, and Foster gets the better jab in there, sticks it into the chin of Vargas. Vargas flailing with a left hook and falls short. He just can't find the mark against this guy. Double jab, right hand hits nothing but shoulders of Oshaki Foster with the shoulder roll. Now a jab finally lands for Vargas, but Foster took a lot of the steam off of it, taking those half steps back and picking his chin away from it. Jab to the body for Vargas. Vargas letting his hands go, but just completely inaccurate. Minute left in the 5th. Foster very confident, but not active. Straight right hand just misses for Foster, and actually Vargas got in his a little bit there that time. They traded right hands. Now some body shots by Rey Vargas. Jab by Foster. Vargas catching it. Vargas comes back with his jab, tries to hook off of it, but Foster gets his head out of the way. Foster saying that Vargas hitting him to the back of the head there. Vargas trying to shoot a right uppercut. Now he gets Foster into the ropes and lets go of a right hand, but Foster shakes his head. Nope, that's not landing, but he is allowing him to get off sequences of 10, 15, 20 punches before he responds. And you could let rounds get away from you in that way, even if you do feel you're a more accurate guy. You are a more accurate guy. Here's a nice combination by Foster with almost 10 seconds left, but not all those punches landing. and Vargas circling his way out. That might not be enough to get Foster the round. Last second, and there we go for the 5th. Frustrating fight for Rey Vargas, but his consistent effort might get him some of these rounds where it looks ugly and he's wildly inaccurate, and Foster is sticking the occasional, but the key word is occasional, sticking in the occasional left hand. Here's the replay. Double left hand by Oshaki Foster, but both shots partially getting in there on the chin, but neither one with full leverage on him. Here's a right uppercut getting blocked by Oshaki Foster. Left hand getting blocked. And then, oh, beautiful shoulder roll by Oshaki Foster, pulling away from the right hand of Rey Vargas. And a nice combination to finish along the ropes by Oshaki Foster. Ed Goofy says Foster dominating. I feel like people feel like Foster's dominating, and he might be ahead 4 rounds to 1, but if he's down 3 rounds to 2, he can't complain that much if that's the case, because for as much as he's making a miss, it's very few and far between his output, and Vargas is being consistent 3 minutes of every round. Some judges are going to allow that to sway him his way. We'll have to see once we get to if we get to the cards, because it does feel like Foster, maybe he's pacing himself. He could explode at any moment, it feels like. Oshaki Foster. Here we are in the 6th. Double jab by Vargas, falling short again. Double, triple jab by Vargas. Nowhere near the chin of Oshaki Foster, hitting nothing but air. Foster now picks his hands up. He's had a very good shoulder roll tonight. Shoulder rolls away again from more punches of Rey Vargas. Vargas struggling with that style. Now Vargas slapping with his shots. Reaches around with a right hand to the body, but he's letting his hands go in combination. Foster stepping to Vargas, misses a straight right hand, but backs him into the corner. Vargas slipping around with his hands at his side, makes him miss, and then gets out of the corner, resets in the center of the ring. Minute into the 6th. Jab falls short again for Rey Vargas. Total punches, 54 for Oshaki Foster and only 35 for Rey Vargas. Again, CompuBox has Foster throwing 280 shots. They just had him throwing 3 punches when he didn't even throw a punch, though, but CompuBox has Foster. They just gave him 284 punches. They just went from 281 to 284 when Foster didn't even throw any punches. Sometimes CompuBox, I don't know, man. Oshaki Foster has not thrown more punches in this fight than Rey Vargas. I don't know what the fuck CompuBox is on sometimes. I'm just calling it like I see it, folks. I don't got the volume on or nothing. No. Let's see. Jab falls short. Now jab lands for Vargas. They trade jabs. Both guys not landing a whole lot as they open up. Hook falls short for Rey Vargas again. That shoulder roll is a problem for him. Now he tries to shoot a right hand over the top after jabbing to the body, but doesn't land. Now he shoots a right hand to the body. Jab by Oshaki Foster lands. Backing Rey Vargas up. Vargas just can't find the chin at all. Foster backing him right back up. Again, I'm sorry, folks. Straight right hand lands for Rey Vargas over that low left of straight right hand lands for Oshaki Foster over that low left of Rey Vargas. Nice straight right hand there by Oshaki Foster. Another straight right hand lands for Oshaki Foster. Jab lands for Oshaki Foster. Now the power shots are coming in, and the scorecards and the CompuBox might not matter in a couple rounds if Oshaki Foster starts letting go of the power shots now, after maybe disarming and dissecting Rey Vargas. That was a couple of good right hands there by Oshaki Foster to close round 6. Now that was a clean Foster round. Yep. Yeah, Foster's style is all wrong for Vargas, says AJ. Yeah. Indeed, it seems like it is. Vargas looks a little confused in the corner. Definitely confused offensively. Foster is good, man. You can tell the guy is talented and wants to win, man, says Slimin 480. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Foster's night tonight. Halfway through the fight, he's been in control of the whole fight. If the scoring is close, it's just because he hasn't worked a whole lot in some spots of the fight. But in terms of tactics and positioning and being a step ahead, it's been O'Shaquie Foster tonight. So through 6 rounds, I got him winning the fight. But I do feel like he could pick it up a little bit more on the work rate. But that might be what he's done on purpose. He may have paced himself only going 12 rounds once in his career. He knows Rey Vargas fades in the second half of fights. Rey Vargas got dropped in the second half of his last fight with Mark Magsayo. Oh, nice jab by O'Shaquie Foster as they trade jabs there. That jab picked Vargas' head up. It's not looking good for Vargas tactics-wise right now. I don't know any answers he could really come up with in there. This guy just keeps it tighter than him. He's tried to get busier and busier and let go of his hands, but Foster shakes his head no and just makes him miss and makes him miss some more. And as a fighter, when you keep missing and missing and missing, that anxiety comes. In the back of your head, you know at some point the receipt is coming. The counterpunch is coming if it hasn't come yet. Foster putting the pressure on Vargas now a little bit, cutting that distance, stepping to him. They trade jabs, and Foster continues to out-jab the taller man. Now he drives him into the ropes. Foster drives Vargas into the ropes, and Vargas forced to leave that chin up and just slip punches, but straight right hand and left hook barrages from Foster as he drove Vargas into the ropes that time, halfway through the 7th. Vargas it's been a defensive masterclass by O'Shaquie Foster tonight. His shoulder roll has been really on point. Vargas falling short again, trying to walk him into 2 left hands, but hitting nothing but that right glove off the shoulder roll of Foster, excuse me. Vargas keeps letting his hands go, keeps attempting combination punching, but can't find the mark to the body or to the head. It's just good defense by O'Shaquie Foster. Now left hand gets in a little bit, but the nose is bruising of Rey Vargas. Some blood coming from the left eye. His face is getting marked up by the accurate sniping of O'Shaquie Foster. Jab lands for O'Shaquie Foster now. Ooh, nice lead hook by O'Shaquie Foster, just blocked by Rey Vargas. 30 seconds left in the round. Vargas tries to come back with a hook in the right hand and falls so short. He's hit so much air tonight. O'Shaquie Foster coming back with his own jab. Not very active here in the 7th, but remains just a step ahead and more accurate than Rey Vargas throughout. Vargas with a consistent effort every round, letting his hands go. Double jab by Vargas. That time the jab finally gets in with about 7 seconds left. Another double jab by Rey Vargas, and he gets it in. And that does it for round number 7. Man, my dog won't shut up. Give me a moment, folks. Hey! Shut up! Alright. Foster in control of this fight, but again, you got to wonder in some of these rounds, it feels like the work rate hasn't always been there. I think he's ahead in this fight, 5 rounds to 2. I just think he's been the better boxer, but even there, where it didn't look good to the judges on the replay, where Vargas was driven into the ropes by O'Shaquie Foster, but none of those punches actually landed. Oh, but the defensive highlights by Foster, very impressive. It's been all highlights for Foster so far on the telecast. Although there's finally a counter left hook that just grazed the chin for Vargas, but he did finally find the chin a little bit there on that replay by Rey Vargas. But 5 rounds to 2 or 4 rounds to 3 for Foster, but I will be intrigued by this cards if we get there. Oh, nice right hand by O'Shaquie Foster in between 2 or 3 jabs by Rey Vargas. He placed in that straight right hand. Now a big left hook by O'Shaquie Foster. He jumped in with it and knocked Vargas' head up a little bit. Foster on the front foot. Left hook to the body by Rey Vargas, but Foster staying right in front of him. Foster looking to plant his feet maybe and land something big. Foster taking little half steps. Nice jab by Foster. Vargas pawing with his own jab. Jabs to the body. Double jab by Vargas and a straight right to the body. But the jab's not landing, and the straight right barely grazing the hip of Foster, whose defense has been so good tonight. His face is clean. Vargas letting go of his hands, He eats a little jab in between all his punches and gets away from the right hand after it by Foster. So again, Vargas, I don't care what CompuBox is saying, he's definitely throwing more shots, but he's definitely not landing more. But depending on judges, sometimes you could, get away. Oh, nice counter left hand by Foster. Foster just being too clean with the counter punch that time. Maybe. Nice clean left hand counter there by Foster, but just one at a time. Vargas backing away, circling to his left. Nice jab again lands for Foster as he stays on the front foot. Vargas shooting a right hand, and Foster coming back with his own right hand. Good body shots by Vargas, but ugly body shots. Not really sitting down on him by Vargas. And now a straight right hand in between the punches of Rey Vargas lands for O'Shaquie Foster. Straight right hand lands over the top for Foster as Vargas shot a jab to the body here in the 8th. Vargas letting go of a combination, but Foster just lets the punches swim off of him with the shoulder roll. 72 headshots landed for Foster to only 23 for Rey Vargas. He's been just so hard to hit for the tall Mexican. Straight right hand misses for Vargas, and then the left misses, and Vargas falls straight back into the ropes to get away from it, and then he clinches. 40 seconds left in the 8th. Vargas looking a little disappointed in there. Definitely been frustrated. Misses a left hook clean, does Vargas. Hits nothing but air. Now he lands a jab after shooting a little feint with the lead right hand. Foster stepping in, misses with his left. Vargas touching the chest with his left, misses his jab. Shoots a jab to the body of Foster, but Foster with good defense makes him miss short with a jab again. And then steps in with his own left hand. There does O'Shaquie Foster. Foster winning that 8th round. Again, you'd love to see a little bit more on the offensive side by Foster here and there, but he is winning the fight by sniping Rey Vargas. Sniping him. Mostly with the lead hand. He landed a couple of right hands a round or two ago, but it's mostly been that lead left hand for O'Shaquie Foster. A lot of jabs, a lot of counter jabs by O'Shaquie Foster, but the kind of jab where it's got some sting on it. He's not really throwing it like a piston to set something up. He is throwing it like a piston, but it's more throwing it like a power shot sometimes is O'Shaquie Foster with that jab, sitting down on it. So yeah, I got it 6'2". Yeah, Tupac13 says 6'2" Foster. I could definitely see that. 6'2" Foster, 5'3" Foster. Either one sounds about right. Raphael32 says Foster needs to start closing the show. Let's see. We're going the last four rounds. Vargas, as I've said all night, falling short to start the round. Falling short with 2 jabs again. Foster hops in with a left hook and just off with it. Jab by Vargas, falling short again. Now Foster stepping to him. They trade jabs. Foster trying to check him with a hook after he makes him fall short with a 1-2 on the outside for Rey Vargas. Showtime has this fight 77-75 for O'Shaquie Foster. And again, what's funny is they've given the last 2 rounds to Vargas, which I scored to Foster, and I thought, if anything, that the 2 anyway, scoring could be all over the place. Showtime, though, does have the fight closer right now, 5 rounds to 3. I thought they had it a little too wide early on, and if anything, I think Foster's won the last couple rounds. But either way, 5 rounds to 3 sounds fine to me on the Showtime card. Minute into this round, Foster not letting go of his hands a whole lot, but just continues to make Vargas miss. But Vargas often getting off first, throwing 2-3 jabs at a time, sometimes flailing with his punch attempts, but not hitting anything, but staying consistent. He's definitely kept letting his hands go. 2 big uppercuts by Rey Vargas just missed, but they were a couple of nice shots, but they missed. And he lets his hands go in some combinations again, and Foster trying to snipe with 1 punch at a time in between those combinations. But again, Showtime sees this fight tightening up because of the activity of Vargas. The judges could have this fight close, despite it feeling like Foster's been in control the whole time. Little over a minute left in the round. Foster not letting his hands go on the front foot. They trade jabs. Couple of right hands by Rey Vargas, and Foster countered him in between those two right hands, but the second right hand got in for Vargas too, so they both got in one in that exchange. Minute left in the round. Jab falling short for Vargas, double jab, and now it sets up a right hand that touches Foster a little bit. Foster touching Vargas with a right hand after Vargas came with a left hook and touched him. Now a little more action here in the ninth to close down the stretch of the ninth round. Foster staying on top of Vargas. Vargas shooting a left hook to the body, but it gets blocked. But a left hook finally lands up top for Vargas. Now Vargas touches with a jab and gets closer with the right hand. Foster in the clinch. Doesn't lean on him. Ref breaks him apart. This could be a Vargas round. Vargas missing that jab, but he's been active. Double jab, misses again. 15 seconds left. Maybe Foster let this round get away from him. Right hand to the body by Vargas, and Foster just off with a nice check left hook. 10 seconds left. And that'll do it for round number 9. I think Vargas took that round and actually finally got in some shots up top. Would like to see a little bit of the slow-mo on the replay. 5 rounds to 4 or 6 rounds to 3 for Foster. It feels like a fight he should be further ahead of, but because he hasn't been the most active in some of these spots, the fight could be tighter on the scorecards than he thinks it is. We'll have to see. 3 rounds left to go. How long is left? That'd be 3. Carlos Resendez says Pinche Vargas. SSS says who's winning? He's got Foster. 3 rounds to go, Julieta Torres, indeed. Vargas got them pillow hands, says Meme. Yeah, he's not a power puncher by any means. 5-4 Foster, says Joseph Joshua. Yeah, and Foster's got to realize, look, you've done a lot, and I know Regis Prograis and your boys ringside, they feel like you're dominating. You've been making it look easy. You've been making him miss all night. But the fight could be tight on the cards, man. There's been times you could have been more active in this fight to really be dominant and not just do enough to win each round. So here we are in the 10th. Let's see if Foster steps on the gas to try to close the show here in a fight that feels like he's ahead, but it's competitive. Straight right to the body and a left to the body by Foster there. Good right hand to the body. Now Vargas falls short with his right. That left eye is a little swollen for Rey Vargas. Indeed, the fight is tightened up on the cards on Showtime. 86-85 Foster, 5 rounds to 4. But a good jab and a right hand land for Foster. Left hook lands for Oshaki Foster. Vargas coming back in combination, but that was a good left hook by Oshaki Foster. Here in the 10th. Vargas falls short with that jab. Foster with the good first minute of the round, landed a right hand, landed a left hook. Foster stepping to Vargas, lands a good jab. Nice jab there by Oshaki Foster. Still has so much in the tank. You want to see him step on it a little bit more here. Feels like he could really close the show. Left hand to the body, sets up a right hand up top for Vargas, but then he gets checked with a hook in between all his combinations. Foster keeps stepping to Vargas, backing him up now. Backing him up, but not letting go of the jab just yet. Jab to the body by Vargas. Ooh, just off with a counter left hook for Oshaki Foster. Now he lands the jab and sticks it in. It's been the up jab for Oshaki Foster. Not jabbing out of that high guard. Jabbing out of that shoulder roll. Jabbing up. Halfway through the 10th. Foster with the advantage this round. Jab to the body lands for Vargas. Vargas misses with a jab. Vargas stepping out to his left, center of the ring. Nice right hand for Vargas landed. Foster didn't see that one coming. Maybe thought the double jab was coming again. No real power on that shot, but the right hand got in that time for Vargas. Minute left in the 10th. Vargas going to need more of that. They trade jabs. Stiffer jab by Oshaki Foster there. Vargas flailing with a right hand to the body. Ooh, big left hook by Oshaki Foster. He stepped in with it very beautifully there, and Vargas didn't get the hand up in time to block it. Foster taking a step back, makes him fall short with his combinations again. Foster winning this round on my card. Vargas falling short again with his combinations. 30 seconds left in the round. Nice jab by Oshaki Foster. 20 seconds left. Double jab and they fall into a clinch by Rey Vargas. 15 seconds left in the round. Nice left hook again by O'Shaquie Foster at long range, punching in between of Rey Vargas's long 1-2. Had the reach to touch him there where other guys in lower weight classes wouldn't have. Nice jab finally by Rey Vargas as they trade jabs. And that's it for round 10. And O'Shaquie Foster dogs Rey Vargas back to the corner. And I got this fight 6 rounds to 4 for O'Shaquie Foster, or 7 rounds to 3. Could also see it 7-3 for O'Shaquie Foster. Let's see. Let's see here. 2 rounds left. Make it plain as day, Foster. Although I do think he's winning this fight. I don't think Rey Vargas thinks he's winning this fight. And O'Shaquie Foster knows he's winning this fight. 6-4 is crazy, says D Brown. I hear you, D Brown. 8-2 is probably how it feels. It feels like it's 8-2, 9-1, but in some of those rounds where he hasn't been as active, like you've seen on even the Showtime card, some of those rounds they let it go to Vargas. Here we go with 2 rounds left. Any chance they might stop it? No, nothing like that. D Brown is laughing, crying at 4 rounds. It's those Tim Bradley Pacquiao rounds. Those rounds where Pacquiao gave away to Bradley in the first fight when he just didn't throw a lot. It wasn't like, sometimes you just, by not doing shit, you let the round get away from you a little bit. But I hear you. He hasn't been effective really in any round at any point in this fight with landing punches. So I hear you. I get what you're saying. Here we go. 40 seconds into the 11th. Jab, double jab by Foster, triple jab, by Vargas. But again, hitting the glove, getting parried by O'Shaquie Foster. Nice left hook out in between the punches there by O'Shaquie Foster. And now he's just off with a right hand as Vargas is in retreat mode a little bit. Foster stepping to Vargas like he should. Behind the jab, good jab by Foster. Falling short with the jab is Vargas. Vargas shoots a jab to the body and then falls into the clinch. Showtime has it 6 rounds to 4 for O'Shaquie Foster. Left hook got in a little bit there by Vargas, but not much on it. Foster walking right through that one. Oh, and now Vargas falls to the canvas, but it's ruled, a slip inside of the clinch. No knockdown there. Halfway through the 11th. Foster, been the aggressor this round, has stepped to Vargas and is winning the round. Nice jab lands again for Foster, and he gets out of the way of whatever's returning back. Double jab, right hand fall, completely short again for Rey Vargas as all night. Noel Larquino says it seems like a boring fight. Yeah, it has been a little bit, but Foster has boxed well, boxed a great defensive fight. Hasn't made Vargas pay too much with the counter punching. But made him pay just enough that it looks like he's on his way to becoming the new WBC champion tonight. 40 seconds left in the 11th, and once more, Foster, the more accurate fighter, in every round tonight. Some rounds maybe he's let get away from him by not being active, not having the foot on the gas, but he's been more accurate in all 11 rounds so far tonight. Lands another jab and another jab here in the 11th. Been very accurate with that lead left jab. Not super active with it, but very accurate. Sometimes he's countered with it. Sometimes he's walked him into it. He's punched in between and then stuck it in there. Sometimes he's traded jabs with Vargas and beaten him with it, surprising him with his length. And that'll do it for round 11. Foster looks like he's on his way to winning this fight. 12th round set to go. Hookah said, tell Showtime or Top Rank, send the commentator check, bro. You great at it. Sean, Tim Bradley. Tim, I know that's not you, Tim, because Tim, you actually were in the chat once under your real name, Tim Bradley. But thank you, Hookahs. I appreciate it, man. I want good work, FightHype, says D Brown. Thank you, D Brown. Efficient Mindset, is this a title fight? Indeed it is. WBC title on the line. Someone will be crowned at 130 pounds. This is the belt Shakur Stevenson left behind after beating Oscar Valdez for it. Foster feels ahead, either 8-3 or 7-4 on my card. Boxing Scene has it 9-2 for Foster. I'm not even that mad at it. But again, from Foster, you would like to... Foster 1 would like to see him close the show like a Stephen Fulton. Exactly, like Stephen Fulton did in his last fight with Danny Roman. All right, last round. Let's see what happens here. Feels like Foster is definitely ahead. Straight right hand to the body for Foster. He's been the fighter on the front foot the last several rounds. Nice jab lands for Foster. Vargas backing up to his left. Backing up to his left near the ropes. Shoots a right hand. Gets in a left hook, does Rey Vargas there. Got it in. Shot the straight right hand to the body and then came up with a left hook and he touched Foster with it. Foster staying on top of him though. That hook had no effect. Vargas short with the hook. Oh, Foster trying to take his head off with a right hand and Vargas gets underneath it and makes him miss. Left hook to the body by Vargas as he backs away. Nothing on it. Foster backs Vargas straight back into backs him up into a straight line in the ropes, misses the 1-2, misses the 1-2, but finishes with a left hook, and the hook did get in. Now they trade jabs, and Foster again with the stiffer jab. Vargas tries a left hook and hits nothing but the shoulder. Falls short with the jab, does Vargas. Vargas just wildly inaccurate tonight. He has had a missed punch fest. Oh, right hand lands for O'Shaquie Foster, and Vargas falls into the clinch. Did that right hand get Vargas' attention a little bit? Foster staying on top. Shoots that up jab, stays on top of him. Halfway through the 12th. Foster winning the round. Vargas lets go of some shots to the midsection, but it's all getting caught on the gloves by Foster. Foster staying on the front foot. Foster boxed a very good fight tonight. Looks like he's going to pull this thing off as he was an underdog. Nice jab right hand by O'Shaquie Foster. Lands over the top. Minute left in the round. Vargas is the more weary fighter, the more tired fighter, the more marked up fighter. I think he knows he's a beaten man. Foster staying on top of Vargas, staying on top of him, not letting go of his hands much, but this is his style. It's going to be one punch at a time from this guy, but he has a great defense. Right hand for Foster, lands a little bit. Now right hand for Vargas, but Foster makes him pay with a right hand right back. Vargas letting go of some combinations to the body, but it's not landing. It's all the hometown fans for O'Shaquie Foster feeling good. Foster takes a quick look at the clock. He's got 20 seconds left. Vargas very tired. 10 seconds left. And that'll do it. It looks like that will do it. Vargas misses his punches like he did all night. Both guys raise their hands. Foster looks to have won that fight. 116, 112, or 117, 111. Vargas just couldn't find the mark. His family is sitting ringside. They are not standing up. So it looks like they feel the defeat coming for Rey Vargas. So there you go, man. I told you guys, I did pick Vargas. I did. He was the favorite. I went with logic, but I did tell you guys my gut was telling me Foster might pull this off here, and it looks like he has. On my card, he certainly did. Pepe Latudo said Vargas weak. At 130, he is. At 122, Rey Vargas is a problem. But now that you take away the gimmick of his height against guys his size, guys his length at this weight class, and he's not going to be the same fighter. Final punch stats. 625 thrown punches for Foster to 524 for Vargas. I don't care what CompuBox says, guys. A lot of you are watching the fight with me. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's no way that Rey Vargas outlanded O'Shaquie Foster, but there's no way that O'Shaquie Foster outthrew Rey Vargas. No way. I did not see that. So CompuBox is tripping on the output, but what matters is punches landed, and that was O'Shaquie Foster tonight. And so here we go. Let's see what we get from the judges. Again, man, this is another fight where I don't know, man. Sometimes CompuBox, it isn't gospel. I'll just say that. It isn't gospel. And let's see what we get here on the announcement for the card. D Brown says I agree. D Brown, did you agree, man? Right? Like, definitely Foster won this fight, more effective guy, but there's no way he threw 100 more punches than Rey Vargas. What? Wavoka 40 said, I said Foster before the fight, 9-3 Foster. Yep, and it looks like that was about it. 9-3, maybe 8-4. We shall see. Thanks for the fight call, says Fight for Rights. You got it, brother. Happy to do it. And now it's just verdict time. Let's see if let's see. Yeah, I should have known Foster was going to take that from the tape. I'd see. That's why you can't go off resume and all that shit. If you watch the tape, you can see Foster could pull this off tonight. 116, 112. 117, 111. That's got to be Foster. 119, 109. So that's a huge win for O'Shaquie Foster. O'Shaquie Foster. And he gets the decision. Well deserved. One judge even had him winning almost a shutout, 11 rounds to 1. They really gave him credit for being that more accurate guy. They were not going to allow Rey Vargas to hustle them just by moving his hands. Great job tonight by O'Shaquie Foster. And I think he could build off this performance. They say fighters get 50% better as a champion, and I think O'Shaquie Foster, he left some opportunities on the table tonight, but he was fighting a very tall, experienced, rangy guy in Rey Vargas, so he didn't want to make any mistakes, and he won. He took it one round at a time, controlled this fight, won this fight, and O'Shaquie Foster, man, I knew he was hungry coming into this. He gets it done at 29 years old in his first world title as an underdog in his first world title fight. O'Shaquie Foster is the new WBC super featherweight champion of the world. Congratulations to O'Shaquie Foster. Wovoka said, I appreciate the fight commentary. Always a superb job. I'm at work, but thank you. Your commentary is akin to watching the fight. Thank you. You got it, brother. Always happy to do it. A lot of happy yeses in the chat. Yeah, right guy won. I agree. The right guy won. Let me just tweet something right now. Foster, let me say this. O'Shaquie Foster. Let me live tweet this, folks. Hell, you know what? We might live tweet this alongside the people. Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on here. My bad. Give me a moment here, folks. Let me get something pulled up here. Properties. One moment. This is live editing in real time. Okay. Properties. Okay, hold on one second, folks. Let me go to Twitter. And go back here. And let's share window. Hold up. What's going on here? I want to go ahead and tweet live with the people watching. Here we go. Bang. Alright. Let's do it. O'Shaquie. Excuse me. O'Shaquie Foster really fought, really put on a great defensive performance tonight. And clearly deserved to become a world champion in his first title fight. That said, they say champions get 50% better. Or actually, they say fighters get 50% better once they are a champion. I think he can grow from this performance. He left some counter. Hold on, it'll be a 2-tweet. Foster Vargas, because we gotta put Foster's name first now. I think he can grow from this performance. Vargas is a very savvy, tall, and rangy veteran, and previously undefeated rangy veteran, but it still felt like Foster left some counter punching windows on the opportunities on the table. If he takes advantage of that even more going forward, he'll be that much tougher to beat. Boxing. Cool. That's how that works. Alright. So guys, yes, O'Shaquie Foster, I interviewed him before the fight. I knew he was hungry before the fight. Not surprised he pulled it off. I gave respect to Vargas before the fight, being the big gap in experience. But this is, I feel so dumb, guys, because a lesson I learned as a young man in boxing is resumes don't win fights. Talent and ability wins fights. Experience matters, but experience ultimately, if the other guy's just better than you, it's not going to overcome it. We've seen that time and time again, and that's what happened tonight. Rey Vargas had the experience, the championship pedigree, the 36-0 record. O'Shaquie Foster, on paper, it didn't make sense. He'd only won by majority decision against unknown fighters in 8-rounders, 4-rounders. He has 2 losses, but then when you watched O'Shaquie Foster on tape, you could see that the guy could really fight. And so you gave him a great chance tonight. He just had to prove it, and that's exactly what he did. So shout out to O'Shaquie Foster, the new WBC super featherweight champion. He did his thing, man. So what are we thinking, chat? How are we feeling? Do I think Foster has a chance against Hector Garcia? Absolutely. He would have to. I think Garcia, brings some of what he brings to the table against him. Gives him a little bit of a mirror to look at. Hector Garcia has a good shoulder roll too. O'Shaquie Foster's is tighter, is better. O'Shaquie Foster got a damn good shoulder roll, but Hector Garcia will let go of his shots more. He's a southpaw. Foster might have to pick up the work rate a little bit, but I think those opportunities are there for him. The openings are there for him, and he has the arsenal to do it. He was a guy who'd never been 12 rounds like at that level before, so he might have had that in the back of his mind, pacing himself. I'd like to see him build off this performance. I think even though he's 29, he's not 22, 23, I think he still could build off of this and fight better. Even though I'm look at me being the media guy, right? The guy's an underdog. The guy was written off. He was not written off heading into this fight. People who knew boxing, he was a sleeper pick. But I mean, written off in that you don't bring him up like you bring up the Devin Haney, the Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, Emmanuel Navarrete. But he's the one with the glamour belt at 130 now. So tonight's his night for O'Shaquie Foster. I don't mean to nitpick. I just think he could build on it. That the best is yet to come if he builds on this performance. So we'll see. Funny how a boxer can be so rangy and so tall yet fight so small. And I think your facts over feelings says, and I think you talk about Rey Vargas, and yeah, Rey Vargas is a guy though who likes to rat-a-tat to the body, likes to shoe shine to the body. He likes to be rangy only to a certain point. He's not going to keep it rangy. He's not going to snipe you on the outside with straight line shots. He likes to keep it rangy behind the jab, and then at some point he wants to punch in combination and get in there. O'Shaquie Foster was a guy who could keep it rangy all 12, keep it tight all 12 at long range. Rey Vargas, he's more rangy when fighting littler guys, but finally faced against a guy whose arm length kept him in constant punching range. wasn't able to get away with some of the things he's used to getting away with at 122 and 126. So, yeah, if range and arm length won fights, Mike Tyson would have never won a single fight, right? But Mike wasn't he did run into a wall at some point once he ran into guys with that range and height who knew how to use it and had a lot of the things he had as well, defense and punching power and all those things. So even Mike did hit a wall going up against bigger guys at a certain point. And I know it's, outside of the Douglas fight, all those losses came when Mike, left prison in the mid-90s, but still. So, guys, I think I'm going to play a little bit of Undisputed. You guys want me to boot up some Undisputed, Rey Vargas fell short for Mexico tonight, but maybe I could play some matches with Canelo Alvarez and redeem Mexico tonight a little bit. What you guys think? You guys want to watch some Undisputed? Watch some Canelo Alvarez? Well said, Wavoka40. And Wavoka picked Oshaki to win this fight. He said, though I had Foster winning, he did leave meat in the bone. He needs to press a bit more. Yeah, I agree. And again, it's his night. He won the title. But it gives you something to look forward to for his next fight, something to build on. I find myself in these boxing chats. I guess it's my love for the game of boxing, but I will subscribe to your channel because your commentary is honest. Thank you, Eric Bell. I appreciate that. So let me go ahead and, one moment here, set up Undisputed. I have the most sensitive mouse in the world. I messed up the settings on it. Here we go. All right. Let's play a little Undisputed to wind down, and I'll take some questions from the chat. I'm going to run to the restroom in just 1 second. Arturo Serna says, do I think Nacho Beristain not being by his side affected him? Not to the point that maybe. I mean, Nacho is a great trainer. It couldn't have helped. It couldn't have helped. I don't want to make excuses for him, so it couldn't have helped. But I don't think he wins this fight either way. I just think stylistically, he had never seen a style like Oshaki Foster before. He didn't know how to deal with the defense and the shoulder roll, and he was frustrated and outboxed tonight by Oshaki Foster. So I don't think so. But it couldn't have helped. I mean, Beristain, if ever there was an adjustment to be made, Beristain could have found it. But I think it was too late. I think the mechanics of Rey Vargas, his loosey-goosey kind of style, versus the real tight, compact balance of Oshaki Foster, he just ran into the wrong guy tonight. There's Canelo. Okay, be right back. So Drake Bell, who won? Ash George the one. Oshaki Foster won. Very accurate with his lead hand. Sniper was the sniper tonight. Not the most active guy, but very accurate and a great defense out of the shoulder roll tonight for Oshaki Foster. That's what happened, George the one. I'm gonna just pee real quick and let's play this Undisputed with Canelo. Be right back, folks. Alright, let's rock, chat. Let's boogie. Canelito! No, we don't want to watch Canelo. Show us that Chris Colbert loss. I want to see when he started making mistakes. I can't show the Chris Colbert fight. Who do I got? Navarrete or Foster? I got Foster. And I gotta go with Foster over Valdez too, because Valdez isn't a big guy at 130. I don't know though. You know, Foster would have to do more than he did tonight. Maybe not. Maybe he'd get away with just sharpshooting Valdez. You know, Shakur was able to do it, but Shakur let go of his hands a little bit more than Foster did tonight against Vargas. But just styles make fights, and I think that's a tough style to go up against for Valdez. That shoulder roll, it's hard to crack it with how proficient Foster was in tonight. Foster might be the favorite over Navarrete and Valdez. I think he definitely would be. I think those are good fights, though. Those are good fights. Who we got? Okay, Sugar Ray Leonard. You gonna get that work.
He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
All right, guys, let's get it in.
Staring across from the legend himself, Sugar Ray Leonard.
All right, guys, you ready? Give me a second now. Give me a second now. You know, I get a little nervous playing in front of all you lovely folks. So give me a minute to work into my groove. And also, I don't come out throwing a million punches, man. I pick my shots. You guys see the 14-0 record. Here we go. You let guys waste some shots. See, hook to the body.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot.
See? Just work. We like to invest in the body early. Hold on.
Hey, those punches add up.
Hold up. Give me a moment here. Two body shots against Leonard. Reset.
We're about to get it on.
Hook to the body counter. Invest to that body early. Hook up top. Hook to the body again. And we let him work. Shoot his bullshit. And we land the meaningful punches, baby. Boom, there's the, you see that hook, guys? Oh, you see it. That's that Canelo hook. Want to see the Canelo uppercut? Here it comes. Oh, there's the Canelo uppercut. You see it. Oh. Just.
Through the hook, didn't land.
Oh, okay. That's okay. No meaningful punches. We landed all the hard shots, all the white flashes. There it is again, to the body. Breaking him down. Taking our time. Canelo's the best body puncher in the video game. They gave him some ridiculous.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1.
Boom! There's that counter hook again.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Hey, they got that Canelo hook down pretty good. The way he throws it. Arturo Serna says, y'all boys hype for that Benavidez versus Plant? Yes, sir. March 25th, I'll be there. It's going to be a good-ass fight. Yeah, these are the Canelo trunks from the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Ooh, stepping with the hook again. Oh, the counter uppercut. The Canelo uppercut. Don't stay in there, Ray. Don't stay in there, Ray. I'm going to kill your body. Don't do it, Ray. Yep, you got to move around on me. Better move around on Canelo. Oh. Boop. Catch and shoot. Boom, catch and shoot. Yep. Every time. Sometimes just let them shoot their shots off. They're not significant. And you make them pay with the real work. I haven't had to use the jab much. Ooh, good work, Ray. Good work. Boom, boom, boom. But that's that real work, see? Oh, he's ready to go. He's almost ready to go already, man. We have killed that body.
He's going to be the first to get rocked.
Oh, Lula1 said, is the main event on? This is the main event now, man. Rey Vargas lost to O'Shaquie Foster. Shocky Foster, the new WBC. We're just playing a little undisputed to nightcap it. Oh, good. Yeah, this is just a nightcap, guys. A little undisputed after hours. Post-game wrap-up. Woo! Got that.
Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea. So important.
Black Ray Donovan says Maidana. Oh, you mean the poster in the back? Mayweather Maidana? Yes, hype for the match, March 25th. Thanks to Al Heyman, says Black Ray Donovan. Plant gonna be on his bike, says Rashawn Booth. I don't know. I think he's gonna be sticking and moving, obviously, but I think that jab is coming in stiff, man. Caleb has a hell of a jab. Gets you, could stop you in your tracks if he works it right.
Right hand.
Let's see. Can't believe my final pick was Vargas tonight, man. I freaking told you guys my gut. Tweeted it before, my gut. And I don't ever do that. I always just make my pick. But I was like, oh, my gut says Foster might do it. Well, then pick him, dumbass. Nobody wants to hear that. Anyway. Knockout's coming soon against Ray Leonard. Not my cleanest performance, but I'm beating him up. Oh, okay. Oh, play with Maidana? Nah, he's not in the game yet. Got him! There it is. There it is. Oh, he's up at 4. Man, Canelo, it's not easy if they move on you all night, but if they try to stay in front of you, Canelo's a monster in this game. Uh-oh, got me with an uppercut. Bang. Oh, he's ready to go. Come on, Canelo, let's get him out of there. I gotta reload. Three zip. Benavidez is gonna hurt Plant. If Canelo can walk down Caleb, then David will eventually corner him as he slows down, says Black Ray Donovan. Well, Volca40 says, I could tell before the fight you truly wanted to pick Foster. For real, I did. I did, man. I did. I don't know. You know, I was just... And I'm telling you, Wavoka, I never used to let that on-paper stuff get to me. I used to be like, hey, man, you could beat King Kong, but if you watch the film and it says this style is going to beat this style, this fighter is going to beat this fighter, you got to go with that pick no matter what the bookmakers are saying, no matter what the resume and the records say. Sometimes you just got to go with that. And based on the tape, I was leaning towards Foster, but I said, you know what, though, with 2 losses at the lower level, the only 1 12-round fight, he's never really, I said, Vargas will probably find a way to win this thing, but nope. And the new O'Shaquie Foster. Congrats to him, man. Had a good interview with him before the fight, too. If you guys, want to retroactively check it out, but... Oh, yeah. Now we're in the groove. Make a miss. Oh. What? Damn, they made Canelo punch so hard. Oof. We trade jabs. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Want to see the Canelo uppercut? Let's do the Canelo uppercut again. Hold on. Oh, I tried it. Hold on. I love that animation.
Can't score with that uppercut.
Oops, oops. Threw one too many right there. We like to pick our shots. Don't throw too many. What's going on? Guard got a little weird there for a second. Oops.
You'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect it, but you've also got to get your shots off.
Ooh, just off. There it is.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Bam, bam. Got him with the counter. Go down, Ray. Go down, Ray. You're lucky it was the end of the round.
This fight could not be any closer.
Too much time between rounds. Here, I'll hurry up, Pocket.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth.
Is this the round we get him out? Come on, sugar. Why is my controls acting a little funky right there? There we go. There we go.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
You know what? Sometimes when it doesn't win the fights like that, when you punch the punch, you want that spaceship to kind of lift you out there because you think, what else is going to do that?
Ah, shit.
Lots of changes from both men in this round. Good left hook.
Good jab, Ray. Ah, no, I wanted the hook there. There it is. We're going to get him with the hook. That's the one he keeps getting caught by. Ah. Walked into one there. Playing a little sloppy, but we're winning every round.
Precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this.
Looked at the styles before the fight and thought Foster was very motivated. The interview you did with him was excellent. Thank you, Wavoka. What is the name of the game, KD? It's Undisputed. Search KO, search KO. Yeah. Little 1-2. Okay, Ray. Okay, Ray. Bam! Bam! Bam, bam, bam. Ah, okay, Ray, okay.
Right hook is finding its target.
Oh, good jab, Ray. Y'all playing Fight Night, Leo Sam? No, it's Undisputed on PC. Getting a little sloppy this round, a little impatient, dealing with the movement. Here we go. Good jab, Ray. take a step out. Let's take a step out. All right, reset. There we go. Come on now. There it is. Come on now. Ooh. Damn. Canelo, says Dundechilo. Or Dundecilo. Does this game seem any better from when you were playing a few months ago? Yeah, for sure. Maidana not in the game though. I'll show you the roster after this, Black Ray Donovan, but Maidana's not in it yet. No, it's really good, High K. I'm just not playing that solid right now. I mean, I'm winning every round, but I'm like, I'm on the stream, and I got some beautiful highlights that'll be coming up on the channel soon with Terrence Crawford, where I was doing stuff that looks like almost real life with him. So you'll see it probably drop like Monday on the channel.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they beat.
I'm playing a little sloppy, just getting the dub right now. But in the videos that I drop where I'm not live and I'm just, recording my gameplay when I'm really playing the game, you're gonna see some really dope stuff that'll be on the channel soon. Maze.
They figure out the combination to this thing. Nice hook.
See, there you go. I'm playing it a little more clean for you now. Trying to show you what it could do.
1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Let's see here.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Trying to tee off that body a little bit there. Yeah, I'm going to get this dub. Look very good. Fights with viewers. Thank you, brother. Body shot, Ray down. Yeah, I'm going to kill him to the body. He's going down. We already put him down once. Hurt him multiple times. Ooh. Got him. Got him. Got him. That's how you finish him. That's how you finish him. Oh, okay, he's up. He's up at 9. Go. Finish him off. Let's go. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Walked into a couple. Got stupid.
Step back for just a moment. You just missed that left jab.
Go ahead, Ray. Fight for your life. Oh, what the heck? What happened there? Okay, here we go. Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. Boom. 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 Oh, look at that counter uppercut. Come here, Ray. Got a little sloppy there. Got countered a little bit after that knockdown. Got sloppy. We'll finish him off next round. Stay patient and dig. Yep. Die! No, I'm just kidding. Alright. There we go.
Yards is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
I'm not going to let him get to the distance, guys.
If you cheated, now
Sugar Ray's in trouble.
To the body, Canelo. Got him to the body. I just shot a little straight right hand. Screw it. Let's get him. Let's get him. Eric B. The game is undisputed. It's called Undisputed on PC. All right, that's it. Easy work. Not my best performance, but easy work. I could play another one, guys, if you'd like. But I saw we lost some viewers here once the game started. People wanted, you know, looking for Oshaki Foster, Rey Vargas. They don't want to see me maybe play video games, but I can get one more in if you guys would like. Let me know, chat. We got that dub. He threw 741 shots. I only threw 557, but I still outlanded him. 60-17 in counter punches. That's how you get it done. Let's do another one. Yeah, I'll do one more. I'll do one more. We'll do one more. Who you guys want to see? Terrence Crawford, maybe? Roy Jones? Sugar Ray Robinson? Tyson Fury, Muhammad Ali? Usyk, Wilder. So guys, any request, chat? I mean, the only guys I really play with in the game are Canelo, Bud, Leonard, Robinson. I'll play with Kelbrook and Sean a little bit sometimes too, but you know, obviously these are the best fighters in the game. Ali, Tyson Fury. That's mainly it. I mean, the main guys I really will fight with are Canelo, Crawford, the two Sugar Rays, Fury, and Ali. Spence versus Crawford. Eric B, there's no Spence in the game, just Crawford. Roy Jones or who? Who we got? Let me see. Yeah, I'll use Roy. Or I'll use Bud. Yeah, I'll use Bud Crawford. Maybe fight a Ryan Garcia and we'll call it a day. Cecilia Brækhus.
You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Ooh, he's got Sugar Ray Robinson. Oof, that's a tough one.
Time for our tail.
It's a tough one.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
And I'm Bud.
Sugar Ray.
We got this.
Terrence Bud.
Got them sweaty hands when I play online in front of people. Start with that loose stance. Sugar Ray playing keep away to start. Oops. I gotta chill.
Lost the jab.
Ooh, getting caught. Getting caught too much early. Let me ease my way in here. We're gonna counter punch the shit out of him.
Here we go.
Walk into an arena, be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans.
Again, I just need a minute when, you know, I'm performing in front of the people, and then I start whipping that ass.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
We don't like that.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
The hats off, great counter punches are the best.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Let's go. Whew. Triple hooked Crawford. What a game. The water late to hit it. It's great. Oh, we got this. We got this. We got this, doing DiCello. Just a little nervous in the beginning of these fights on streaming, and then I take care of my business. Bye. And then we take care of business. Where you going? There we go. That's more like it, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
Counterfighter relies a lot on the instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of the face.
Oh, man. We don't need those receipts up top, man. There we go.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Just pick those counters.
He misses with that jab.
Oh, come on. That wasn't the... I was a little out of range. A little too far out of range. I thought I had that nice counter hook there. Oh, shit. Wow. He's just trying to helicopter up top. Wow.
Oh my goodness, what pace! What pace!
Woo! The 2-3. The 2-3. Straight right hand, left hook on that one. Come here. I'll get him. I'll get him. We'll get him. You guys see it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Bad first round, great second round. That Terrence Crawford counter punching. Oh, there we go.
the hook didn't land.
There we go. Whoop. Yeah, knock that off. Ah, come on, bud. Let's catch one of those and shoot back. Come on now. It's too easy.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats
2-3. Jab, jab, jab.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you.
Jab.
There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots,
Wah.
and they're coming at lightning speed.
Ah.
Having so much speed,
Wah.
what happens to
Wah,
your
wah,
opponent is
wah.
they get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to...
Oh! See, I got sloppy with it. That's why you can't. This is boxing. I got cocky on the outside. All right. This is Sugar Ray after all. Stay sharp. Ooh, what a shot he got me with, though. I want that back, Ray. Let's go. Ooh, those long arms and the combination punching of Rey Vargas. Ah. He's still dangerous. Let's go. Let's go. We still got that round. We still got that.
This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
Why are you rooting for Robinson, Black Ray Donovan? You're supposed to be rooting for me, man. This is my chat, not Sugar Ray Robinson. Not that guy. Not Igor, the chosen one. I'm up 3-0, baby. We're up 3 on the GOAT. On Sugar Ray Robinson. Miss.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can
Oh.
see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches. And
got him.
Robinson just got rocked.
Come on. To the body.
Maybe he should hold on, but that's not in his DNA. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed.
Let's go.
At least for now. That hook didn't score. Many of the people in the division hit right now.
Oh, good right hand by Ray. We're winning this round big, baby. Winning this round big.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Step back for just a
Oh,
moment.
trying to. You guys see it. Oh, see, that's dumb. I don't gotta step in there, dig to the body, just keep sharpshooting. Bop, like that. He's done. Straight right hand. He's done.
Seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp.
Miles Austin says, I love it. Thank you, brother. Tyson Green says, landed left hooks all day. Yes, sir.
There is no doubt about it. Time for the fifth round.
Oh, it's my son. What's up, baby boy?
You playing?
Yeah, Daddy's playing. We're live. We're live with all the people.
Did you that Leo?
Yeah, that's Leo, right? That's you.
Leo's red one?
You're the white one, and Daddy's the black and gold one.
I the red one.
Oh no, you're the black and gold one. Daddy's the one with the white shorts. You're about to win.
I the red.
You're the red?
Yeah.
Okay.
This could be really intimidating.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I the red.
With this new adversity, can I?
I red.
Huh?
I red.
Yep, Daddy's red.
I the black one.
You're the black one?
Yes.
Okay, baby. Hey, babe. I have to retreat for a minute. There we go. Now I can reset. Time to knock this dude out and hang out with my son. Wow. Oh, now I'm walking into shots. Can I fight through the distractions? Eagle Nation Cash. Are you really playing a video game, bruh? Yes, the video game. Undisputed.
Bolt trying for a knockout. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing?
Put him away with this combo, Terrence. Oh, I should have done it. Boom. That should be it. Oh, no, I got hurt. I'm going down. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Terrence, staying up.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Through the distractions. Through everything. Can I do this? Oh, man, I got hurt. Can you switch to Southpaw? It says, Tio, you can in the game, but for some reason online they won't let me. Alright. This dude wouldn't even be in this fight. Alright, here we go. Now I gotta regain focus. Bye, baby. I'll be down in a minute. Alright. Yeah, see? That helped buy him time.
He misses with the left uppercut.
That's all that did. Bought you time. That's it. There we go. Sun's out the room, and you're done. Body shot. Wait, that's Bud? What game is this? Says Eagle Nation Cat. This is Undisputed on PC. 9. Oh, is he up? He's up at 9? Dang. Yeah. Alright, finish him. Finish him, Terrence. Let's go. Something flashy. Oh, alright, no, let's just be careful here.
Test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got no skill. People can still get caught. So you've got to go for this front area all the way.
To the body again. To the body. Just end it to the body, Terrence. Just end it to the body. Here we go. Nine. That's it. No disrespect. It's just the video games, but we knock out the great Sugar Ray Robinson. Let's go.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself.
Tyson Green says, how'd you get the game? I got Xbox, but I'm trying to use my controller on PC. You can use the controller, Tyson Green. Just make sure you got a connected to the USB in your computer, and you're good. You can play with PlayStation controller. I play with both sometimes, PS5 and Xbox One. So yeah. What was the final numbers there? He threw 441. I only threw 367, but I still outlanded him 204 to 148. There's that defense. Counter punches, 34 counter punches to just 5. So that's what wins me fights, really, is those counter punches. Yeah, another dub. And I will go to the winners cam. Alright, guys, I guess I've played enough. What games do you play, bro? Says Meme. I play Undisputed and I play 2K as well right now. I play some My Team, but thank you, everybody. Nice fight, says Dondicello. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for hanging out in the chat throughout, Dondicello. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it right. But yeah, I see it thinned out afterwards. So for about the 80 of you who stayed rocking with me during those 2 fights, I appreciate it. I do got some really dope highlights coming up. I play a lot better when I'm just chilling and doing my thing and not kind of nervous and pressing with people watching on the stream. So I look forward to sharing those clips with you. Hope you guys enjoyed the round by round, a couple hour or so ago, maybe almost an hour and a half ago now. But yeah, Oshaki Foster, great performance in winning the fight tonight. Great defensive performance and a really good performance overall. And most importantly, becomes the new champion, the Glamour champion, the WBC champion at 130 pounds. Thank you, everybody. I might check in with a little live tomorrow, a little Z-Cap. But other than that, thanks, everyone. Keep it locked in here on FightHype.com. Everyone have a blessed night. Thank you.